Ignore the very loud music you may be hearing, but hi, welcome back to another stream. I'm Matt Online. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're playing Coffee Talk. Can you hear it? I hope you can, because I'll cry. Coffee Talk. Yeah! It's working finally, which is a big thing in itself. I got some new followers, so thank you. Emo Brian and Maddie Moo and Hendraco. Continue. Okay, anyway. At the point. Man. Oh yeah, and someone named Polydunked followed, so thank you so much for following. Curbing recent security breaches government to block data leakers' websites. First Workaholics Treatment Center to open. What? Hi, Kuro! Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I forgot to grab my coffee. Hold on. I left it on the bedside table. My coffee. Hi, Kuro. My father took me on a coffee date. That's the only reason why I have coffee this morning. I need to clean up my room. Oh, why do I have so many cans of soda? Oh, shoot. Hi, Kuro. Alright. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming on... I should really get to playing episode 2 too. It's nice. I love it. Somehow I feel like it's gonna be a long night. I sure hope not. Or not. I hope it's not a long night. Hold on. Good evening. Oh, hi, Gala. I missed you, Gala. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back in a minute. I need to check something. What day is it? Kinda cause I just ended playing mostly Ace Attorney. Ended up playing mostly Ace Attorney. Sounds about right. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. I forgot. Uh-oh. What is Ace Attorney? I haven't heard of it. Everything is just fine. As if the lights didn't flicker. You sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde was here just the other day. Ah, that's right. Thanks for giving him the key card, by the way. Good call. You saved me $100. Not a prob. Wait, what? The replacement key would have costed me at least that much. With the fines and everything. Oof. Pricey. Glad Mr. Gala was around to help then. Yeah. I didn't think he'd be in Seattle, to be honest. What do you mean you didn't? Basically, as it sounds, you are an attorney. I'm sorry. I am? I was not aware of this. That's fun. That's good? Question mark? I don't know. I didn't think he'd be in Seattle, to be honest. Oh, but didn't you call him for a spare key? I did. So... let's just say I had a hunch. Oh my god. Basically, you are an attorney. I'm tired. I'm getting it. It's fine. There's a pattern to his visits, even if he isn't aware of it. He'll fly everywhere. Here. He'll fly here whenever he gets tired of something. Could be about work. Also, I'm pretty good, I guess. Can't wait for my leave next week. That sounds good. I hope you have a nice break from work? Question mark. Yeah, break from work. Everyone deserves a little break. I have to do finals next week. I'm not gonna have fun. But it's only 2. It's only 2. I only have to take 2. So, I'm happy. Yep. Yep. Or simply because he's bored. Like with LA recently. Or so he says. I see. We'll be flying back to go meet family. Ooh. Good luck for your exam. Thank you. It's gonna be fine. It's just math and forensics, and I'm surprisingly good at forensics, so it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. And more importantly, friends. Yeah. I have all my family here. Some of them live far away, but not far away. They live a few hours, so I'm gonna be talking to family here, and then I'm gonna be gonna go see family that live somewhere else. That's for Christmas. Today's really cut-off time, no night shift. Oh, that's military time. It's coming together, I can't believe it. It's gonna be so good, I cannot see Jack. Busy all day today. Don't forget to drink your water. Go Aqua. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in the city of Seattle, but it feels nice when you have someone to depend on you, you know? Do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. So she's 100. She's a 10, but about to she's a 10 but about to marry a freelancing elf, so she's 100. That's cute. Black lemon? Is that it? Yeah. I see. I never knew he liked Seattle that much. Or there's something that keeps him coming back at you. Really? What is it? Take a guess. Well, if you have, I have to guess. Maybe you? Me? I mean, 2 of you are very close. And good bonds are hard to come by these days. I guess. My pencils were in the way. Well, he's not someone who's big on attachments. Or so he claims. Is that right? Who knows? Maybe that's changing. Because the answer is more or less your coffee shop here. Really? There's not a lot of places with a good crowd and a warm atmosphere. With an excellent host to boot. As you said, good bonds are hard to come by. What's not to like? It would truly be an honor if he felt that way. Did he tell you the reason he's visiting? For his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan. Yes, what a nice surprise. He told me he got a few things to discuss on that. Well, that's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I'm so ready to take your order. Much obliged. So Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. I know what you're talking about. It has milk, honey, and a couple other stuff on it. I think it's called STMJ. I was gonna say G. I'll have a cup of that. Okay, it's milk, ginger, egg. Has an egg, I think. Milk. There's no eggs. I don't know why I was talking about an egg. Yep, it has an egg. I forgot. It's an acronym. It has an acronym. I just cannot say the name. I'm gonna butcher it again. One nutritious drink from the archipelago. Coming up. Archipelago. It's Viking. I only know it for being Viking. I didn't learn much in history. My teacher, I had a long-term sub when I was supposed to be learning this stuff. So, what's in it again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, and ginger, and egg, milk, ginger, and honey. I knew it. The name itself is the, oh my gosh, dang it. Susu del telur mandu jahe. Frick. No wonder it reminds me of eggnog. Albeit spicier and not as rich. But I can see why Henry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. He probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. What do you think? It would be lovely. Then consider it done. Uh-oh. You know what? I don't think Hyde will show up tonight. Oh, why is that? I called him earlier to confirm, and he sounded a little annoyed. It's not exactly great weather outside either. I thought he liked this kind of weather. Him, yes. His car, not so much. That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yep, gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh. I guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. The car clearly holds a special meaning to it. He was also quite sentimental about it, which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah. And he kept bringing up the past, too. Ow. Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was gonna say homesickness. But I realize that makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say, though. It's strange, longing for times gone by. Considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast. Which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough, you realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs the world throws at you, decay, just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we'd get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to change is a paradox in and of itself. That sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is the anchor for dinosaurs like us. Keep us from losing ourselves and to the world's relentless speed. Uh-oh. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. Uh-oh. Oh, hey there. We meet again. Yes, hello. Uh-oh. Excuse me for a moment. Got it. Welcome, Miss Riona. Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone today. Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way? Pretty. Yeah, she's amazing. She's so pretty. How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire. There's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. Can I order a cup of Russian tea? Jog my memory. I am not reading that. Jog my memory. Jog my memory, please. I desire some memory jogging. Russian tea. There's nothing for Russian tea! Tea. I gotta start. If they come up with another game, I'm gonna have to, before I play, I'm gonna have to go back and memorize how to make these teas. Again. Russian tea for the lady rushing to deliver. Rushing to deliver. My teacher did that. Ah! That's a good one. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you. Coffee. You're welcome. So who are you meeting with, if I may ask? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Ah, that's right. So you two did meet up after... Valhalla? I have a note on it. Hold on. I have a note on it. I have it on a wish list. I'm just forgetting why. Oh, okay. No, I have not, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't have the money for it right now. I am quite broke. So I'm gonna wait until after the holidays to do that. I'm gonna work on some other things, but I promise they will be played sometime this century. I promise. Ah, that's right. So you two did end up connecting after all. We did, yes. But truth be told, I really wasn't sure about contacting him at all. Why is that? because as far as I'm concerned, there's no real reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email following night. After all the completion of my delivery at 3 a.m. That's pretty late. A little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether. But he replied straight away, to my surprise. Had no idea he was such a night owl. Or perhaps just an extremely early bird. Probably that one. Right? I wonder if he ever sleeps. That should be a question for you too, miss. Oops. Hold on. Fair point. Save money if you can't. Yeah, I'll play it, I promise. I'm gonna have to find out if I could stream it. I can probably do that. I'll be honest, the only time I have to play games is whenever I stream now. Until the holidays. Next week. So, I'll be fine. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from the first we met. Which was another surprise, since I didn't think that it was such a matter of concern. Well, he did return here the next evening looking for you. Did he? Yep, he said so himself. I see. How peculiar. I'm sensing something. In any case, we exchanged phone numbers and have been texting ever since. Then he said he wanted to meet up and speak in person. Which was why I'm here now. But I'm still not quite sure if it's necessary. I mean, maybe he just wants to chat and hang out. Perhaps. I suppose we'll see. Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. Perhaps for the best, given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. There it goes. My apologies for these searches. I was hoping it'd become more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right, you tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for your understanding. You're an alien. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with the children? With children? No. Sorry? Oh, I mean the hospital mission problem from the other day. Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had beef with kids I was unaware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries. That was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you? Feeling better? Ah, yes. Well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. R.I.P. Gala. He has some beef with children. He's gonna fight some children. Thank you. Ah, while we're on the topic, also her eyes. Yeah. She's very pretty. I like her. I told Officer JJ about what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure. It was near the police station, actually. On the metered spot, just outside the now defunct library. Defunct? What the frick? Hold on. I have an 80 in English for a reason. No longer existing or functioning. Okay. I learn new things every day. Oh, the vacant building on the intersection. I can't say that. Yes, that's correct. I see. I'm like a parrot. Whenever I hear a word I don't know how to say, I'll repeat how someone said it with their accent and everything. And they're not saying jack nothing, so I cannot read it. So it was originally a library. You know the area? I know the property, yes. It's been abandoned for a long time now. But it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's being done with it, since it's located in a very popular, culture-centered neighborhood. That's true. There was even an art college nearby, right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd? How? It's just barren, especially to consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always like that way. Feel? What do you mean? Don't you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? It is odd. Well, there used to be a flea market there a long, long time ago. Perhaps that's what you're recalling? A flea market, huh? Last I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh, wait. There was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree, huh? I have no idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever, as far as I know. That hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances. Hang on, I think I want to recap a bit here, okay? Sure. The car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library, on a seemingly deserted street within a busy area that has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. Sounds about right. Except the tree is no longer there. You can hear the music. Okay, I went to check. Oh? Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That's crazy! Is it JJ? Officer JJ? Please? Oh my god, it's Officer JJ! Hold on, I'm gonna find something out because I'm realizing something about my stream. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on. I'm off on a mission to fix the stream settings. System settings, TV output. Where the frick is TV output? Huh? Adjust screen size. 100. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. I should have known it was gonna have to be that. There's been a border for no reason. There's been a border for no reason. I wanna cry. Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, everyone. Oh boy. I thought you'd be early, but you're already here. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello. Maddie, for the love of all things that are holy, tell me why my lighter is here. Well, you're in luck, because it is. Hot dang, thank you. Thank goodness. Would you like for me to get it for you? Nah, it's fine. I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure. Let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well, well, well. What's up, y'all? Anything new? What's new? Good evening, officer. We're just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Oh? They got your car too, lady? Yeah, but it's not a big issue. Still, sorry I had to experience that. Where'd you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you'd like. That'd be real swell. Do you have each other's number? Got it. Okay. Also, ow, my ear. Oh. Is it within the area you expected, or? Pretty much. Same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You rest assured, we already increased patrols in that area. That's great. But I'm the only one doing it at the moment. That sucks. What's that? Am I hearing you, of all people, doubting my skill, Maddie? Absolutely not. No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase in your workload. Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. I'm lowering down the volume. Ah, well. Them's the breaks, I suppose. Them's the breaks. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Maddie. And don't forget my lighter. Espresso! Espresso! The easiest thing for me to make. Espresso! Give item. You. An old lighter. Exudes an interesting feeling. Pick up. Drag. Proceed. Serve! Oh, there it is. Thanks, Maddie. You probably think I'm being silly, but what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have a good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. Or maybe you just lose your ability to light cigarettes. Right. Anyway, here's the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers. It's the only espresso in the house. Ah, perfect as always. Are you ready to order? Might as well. I like something desserty. Because it's my cheat day. Sure thing. Any specifics in mind? Well, I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name reminds me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title right now. You know, that sounds oddly familiar. For real? Then I'll have that thick cocoa, please. It got milk and a little hot spicy kick to it. I know exactly what you're talking about. It is chocolate. Actually, I think I lied. I don't know what it is. Frick. I lied. ¿Dónde está mi chocolate? That's not it. It's a thick. It should have ginger in it because it's spicy. Spicy chocolate. I think I did this wrong. What the frick is that? What have I made? What is 299799248? I don't think that's the right thing. You know, I don't think that's correct. So I think I've done something wrong in means of you know, I think I got something going on. I don't think that's it. Okay. Chocolate. It's not honey. How about this? Will this make it any better? Please? I don't think that's correct either. Nope. Oh my god. Chocolate. I know what he's talking about. I promise I do. But how? Okay, it's chocolate. It's, oh my god. It's chocolate. Something and something. It's chocolate. Okay, it's a hot chocolate. It's a milk. It's supposed to be spicy. Ginger. Oh my god. So you're telling me I made a broken coffee thing. Chocolate thing. Here comes your Spanish Sahara for you. Oh, that's what it's called? That's what we call it here, at least. Very cool. Then bon appetit. I think I broke the game making that one drink. I think this is it. Very tasty. Thanks, Maddie. You're so welcome. So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it the same location here the lady's car was? Creepy patrolling experience. Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it. I'm gonna do things. Supermodel? Old enough, still speaking the Ooh, your birthday. Oh my god, you're so cute. Amanda! I think I broke the game, y'all. I think it's not even showing up. It's not even there. What did I make? I don't know if I should even talk about it. Maybe because it's just a tad too spooky. Even for me. What happened? Tell him, Pops. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. Then even more of a reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone will know something. You got a point there. Y'all were talking about the area anyway, right? Yep. Well, I've been patrolling there for the past few nights. The street itself is fairly straightforward. About half a mile round trip from the intersection and back. There's not much there either. The concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots, a fence here and there, and the unfinished construction site with a couple CCTVs dotted about. No tree? What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Huh. Oh, that old dead tree. It was uprooted by the city back in January. Ah. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. Then the city started so when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why? What's up? We were actually talking about it earlier, and being a decades-old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old? You think so? That's what I think after listening to Miss Riona. Are you expecting something from me, Maddie? Huh? Oh, no. I'm sorry if I crossed a line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts. I understand, but I'd like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind. Gladly, miss. Almost forgot about me there, huh? But that was the fastest smoke I've ever seen. So anyway, patrolling that street is an easy task. About 4 or 5 cars would park over there overnight, at most, which helped keeping track of breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected, though, nothing happened the first 2 nights. But yesterday was a different story. Whoa. Hold on. I left. What a stage setup, huh? Oh, whew, there you go. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please continue. Alrighty. Well, it was near the end of my shift and I found nothing was amiss. There was only 4 parked cars that night. 2 spaces across the street, 2 on the opposite corner, side by side. My plan was to leave after I walked at least 1 round to make sure everything was okay. And as a reminder, you could cover the whole place in about only 8 minutes. Okay. Then by the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette, smug as I was about to clock out, thinking 'twas another night well done. Right? Wrong. I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, 2 side by side, 1 across the street, all tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you, in a span of less than 10 minutes. That is so strange. That would take several minutes to just flatten 1 tire. And that's if you're using the right tools. Right? Poltergeist. But that wasn't all. No, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when the streetlights went out suddenly and all at once. What? Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were going further and further away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Oh, are you sure? Did the CCTV catch anything? The infrared actually managed to catch something, but the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it. Jeez Louise, Pops. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car. But that's cool, though. I may be laughing now, but I almost... my pants there. Well, whoever they were, they sure worked fast. Right? Anyway, Maddie, I think I want another drink. All this talking got my throat dry. Coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that. What would you like? What do you suggest? How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use the red flower stuff as a base? You mean hibiscus? Definitely. Okay, then I'd like a red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Easy enough. Ginger, a touch of honey. Easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yeah. One piping hot. Ted. Rosalina for you. Oh, and what does it mean? Jahe means ginger. Te means tea, and Rosalina means Rosaline, another name for hibiscus. I see, a legit herbal drink. Spicy, but perfect for the weather. Good call, Maddie. I'm happy to please. If that's the case, let me join you in patrol, Pops, because I'm not scared of ghosts. Real being scares me more. Wait a sec, what do you mean by ghost, kids? Jumping the gun a little there, ain't ya? I don't know, Pops. Maybe even something crazier than that. This is a real serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. Interesting. You know something? No, not me. But she might. Right, the tree, wasn't it? Oh yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought. I'm not sure if it can be any of use, but... Officer, are you aware of the story behind that tree? Huh? I recall you said earlier people often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? Well, is it because someone passed away there? What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned once that there was a flea market on that street, right? They call it the Fairy Market. It was an unofficial setup by the transients of the community. Transients meaning the government's term for unregistered citizens, including all the other uncharacterable beings around the time. Fairies were a part of that. Huh. I remember learning about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classifications was thought as one of the first steps towards civil peace. But it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough. Was this before the Vindication Act? Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo. What? That's as good as, like, not existing at all. Really, that's horrible. You're an alien. I'm an alien. The main reason why the fairy market was created in the first place, to ensure transient survival through the changing times. And in more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore, the start of Fairy Week would be marked by the flowers strewn along the intersection. Just so people would notice and come and take a look. That sounds kind of too low-key, no? That's because it was illegal, so like, my dog is woken up. Hi, puppy! Oh. And that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format unchanging. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless, while the laws were still shaky at best. Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding along and went off course, striking a vendor there. The only evidence left of the crime was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about it? How long ago was this? The incident occurred in 1959, but the flea market itself was forcibly disbanded in 1961. That was happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. Huh? We're talking about the late 50s to early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce. And I remember a drunk driver was also the son of a very wealthy individual. Oh, correct. But that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that there was no body ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the court had no choice but to dismiss the case. But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not one people might expect. You mean the tree? Right? When a semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that, though. Us banshees didn't do that. You don't? No, we simply disappear. So, if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were on the same boat, no paper trail. So the diver's lure took advantage of those loopholes, and that's messed up. Beyond messed up, Pops. Whoa. I'm boiling. I'll take a further look into this more, miss. But I have a question for you. Yes? You think the vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal? He looks terrified. I don't know. I suppose it might depend on the acts of the vandalism began. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that technically wasn't a tree, it was a body. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift. Okay, officer. Break a leg, Pops. I'd rather not. Stay safe. Will do. I'll keep y'all posted. I'd better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's one thing I'd like to confirm though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes? About the fairies passing and how everyone ended up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought it was just a myth. I guess not. Unfortunately. That's why there used to be memorabilia around that tree. Those were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory. But it wasn't enough, was it? Else, we'd still have the tree. Really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Are there events I've missed? It's quite scary to think about. For us beings, being forgotten is inevitable. So, no need to feel bad about it. Is that so? Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala. Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir. Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, Miss Riona. Thank you. See you around. Bye, Maddie. Take care. I feel so weird saying my name like that. Maddie! I'm Maddie. You okay? It's getting real late. I just want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat? We don't sell food here. You don't? No wonder your place is always empty. Well, just kidding, Maddie. Don't hate me, please. Well, do you want another drink, maybe? I wouldn't mind one. Nice. What do you feel like having? Something without milk, with a fresh feeling and brightness to it. I also quite particular to blue PT. Oh, okay. I'd like to order something for you. May I? Sure. Maddie, can you try to mix this? Mix. I saw this pretty drink in a video and it looked perfect for Our Lady. Sure. What is it? It's blue tea as a base, a lot of mint, and a splash of honey. I'm just gonna go on a limb and say it's like that. I'm going to limb and say it's like that. Yeah. Here you go, miss. From the man sitting right beside you. It looks nice, very pretty. I like it, thank you. I'm glad you do. And wow, Manny, looks exactly what I envisioned. You're a G. I'm happy you both enjoyed it. But man, that whole case earlier though, that was a lot to take in. Also with the whole forgetting thing, that really gave me the chills. Why? Ugh. Don't you feel scared of just disappearing in the end? Because I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way, the traditional way. Oh? Care to compare notes? Because I've yet to I am yet to be entirely certain about that myself. Oh, huh. Now that's what you call a huge pressure. Hold on, I have books and I'm gonna move stuff so I can get to things easier. Before that, I'd like to ask a teeny tiny question. Go ahead. What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why a soprano in the first place? Because it's been done before. Pardon? Because there's already a banshee who did it before. So I know it's not impossible. Whoa, for real? Her part was in the Cerbit aria. I'm so sorry to those people who go to operas. And she was not very well known. What is a Cerbit aria? Oh, I mean, she was a secondary character. Back in the early 19th century opera, Cerbit arias were be sung towards the end of the second act, usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would be used at the time to offer their wares for the last time to the participants, often desserts. Hence, Sorbet aria. Sorbet aria. Oh, I see. Like background singing in the end of the show or something? Yes. Things were quite different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was on an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering why and how people could act crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. It was quite a funny epilogue to the opera, but hearing a banshee sing such a playful and light-hearted piece was truly an eye-opener for me. Oh man, I bet it was! Sadly, I couldn't find any of her other works, but always stuck with me nonetheless. So I left my commune and started trying on my own. That was really cool and brave for you to do so. I agree. I never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing. Nah, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you, and leaving a mark on the world, leaving and wishing to leave a mark on this world. Is that what you think? You're trying to follow a path that's been traveled before, and that's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being careful, yet courageous, right? Because the path you've chosen to walk is still difficult. Regarding leaving your mark, I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. What's the point of being born if no one's gonna remember us? Right, Maddie? No comment. Aww. Why do you want to be remembered so much? Why wouldn't you? Us banshees see the end differently than most. So, care to enlighten me? I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see? Like, humongously large. I don't have that many siblings. Literally couldn't count all my siblings even if I wanted to, because they're everywhere, thanks to my dad. Oh, we weren't wealthy though, not even close. Money situation was always suffocating us, for real. But sometimes my dad would drop by to give us some money, though it wasn't even enough to cover the utilities for more than a couple months. Then he'd leave again for a couple days later. You're the eldest? Nope. But my older bro had already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised my dad gave me the house after he died. Oh. Which is where my mom and siblings live now. I'm sorry to hear about your father. No, it's fine. I mean, yeah, it was rude to receive news of his death from an attorney, knowing he passed away by himself, and how it took them a week to find out. Oh. Natural causes, by the way. So, I mean, how did he check out without anyone knowing? Where were my older siblings? What happened to his ladies? It was just so crazy to me, and I guess it kind of haunted me. Haunted how? My life growing up was filled with disappointment over him, you know? I mean, it in the best way possible. My disappointment actually drove me to work hard for my family. I just vilified him in my mind, like shaking my mental fist at him. It's gonna do so much better than you, sir, and all that. I see. Then I received the news that he left me the house. Like, I know he had no money. That house is probably only one of the only assets he had left. So when he gave me the house in his will, all I could think of was, what went through his mind exactly? The fact he had a will at all was probably a surprise for you. Exactly! What was I supposed to think of that? Am I supposed to think of him? It doesn't even matter anymore when he's already long gone. Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings. Wanted a slice of the inheritance pie, huh? You didn't do that, right? Heck no. That's why I left for LA. If they really wanted me to sell the house, they have to chase after me. Good call. Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. That's a relief. That's also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help my family's bills. And of course, I could stay alive as well. That's why I ended up joining the production house. The production house? Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together and make videos every day. I was young, naive too, you know? Because it was my first time venturing into another state completely alone, after all. So I didn't know better. how predatory things could be. Man, it wasn't even going to be an entertaining story. If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. No, it's not that. It's just, I really didn't like that production house, but I needed the money. There was someone who saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest members there, I tried getting along with everyone. But you see, we were all content creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we had the huge egos. So naturally, there was so much of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all around helpful turned me into a butt of a joke all the time. Didn't discourage me that much though, by the way. I mean, I learned a lot there, not gonna lie. Still. What ended up destroying my willpower was it's actually something real close, you know? Myself. What do you mean by that? Well, the house where everyone wants to be the main character, each of us need a solid, distinct persona, you know? Eventually, I was assigned one too. Which was supposed to be a good thing, but they wanted me to turn into the worst version of what I am, essentially. With heavy emphasis on what. I had a lot of nicknames too, like, "Hey, ya baby goat, what you doing now, satire boy? Here comes a party goatie. Mr. Excuse, are you gonna finish fishing again tonight or what?" Fishing? Ugh. We had to go out and try to hit on people. And we weren't allowed to come back unless we failed particularly or scored. Oh, and I always tried to be the punchline though. Because there's always more views on when something ended badly. But that there was still the worst, because I really had to act it all out, you know. Bothering people for pretend dates, be sort of a dumb jerk just for jokes. It all looked so fun for the camera. Even if scripted, I never really liked doing it, honestly. Because in the end, all it reminded me of was my dad, you know? And I kept thinking, does the apple never fall from the tree after all? Ugh. So yeah, that was the whole thing. The whole thing really sucked. You had it difficult. Yeah. Well, long story short, being tokenized sucked in the end. No disagreement there. Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I want to talk to you about. It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening. I just didn't want to take any more of your time. Can I ask you a direct question? Sure. Great. Would you be interested in being a guest star in my new show? Huh? I just realized I was being dumb the first we met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you and that just being a general smartness. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but. But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it. Yet I almost ended up losing sight of what I was doing all this for in the first place. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot, all to justify the gain, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's going to be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear. And not with exposure either. Though it won't be much at first, since I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment, so... Wait, this is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure, though. How does the show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure of how to shape it yet, but ideally it'd be something like an interview at first, then I'd record you singing. I'd bring all the gear. All I need to do, I will be doing all the editing and stuff. It's gonna take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do, but I did start my vlogging journey on my own too, so I bet the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest, you realize that, right? If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you. I'm flattered, but no thank you. Okay. Thanks for considering me, though. Thanks for giving it thought. It's what counts. I just want my coffee. Uh-oh. Looks like I have to go. Okay. It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing. Yes, I get it. Cool. I hope we can meet again like this. If you want to. Maybe. I like that. I'll take that. I'll take it. Thank you for your time, Maddie. Sorry if I bored you. No, truly. It was my pleasure. Cool! Okay, so I really have to go. See you around. Safe trip. Alrighty. See you, Maddie. Come again soon. Oh my god, there's a lot of talking. I think tonight was the most I've talked in the past 2 years, and I'm quite glad to hear that. Thank you, Maddie. For what? For being such a good host. Man, this is a long night. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with. It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around. Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to do, to rethink, but I'll see you again soon. And we'll be waiting, always. Safe trip, Ms. Riona, and have a good night. Yes, be safe. Be safe. Be very safe. Whew. I think I'm done for the night. I hope everything will work out for everyone. You can see into the future. Hush. Cafe latte and a caffeine boost dominated by milk. Sounds nice. Sounds nice.
September 27th, 2023.
I'm gonna finish this game whether I want to or not. I may not be finishing this game whether I want to or not. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh! What have I done? 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 Okay. Golden Golem Culture-centered grand opening to be held in something. That's a face. Lunar cell panel prototype ready for first test. Newcomer progressive elven metal band on the tops US music charts. Nice. Let's see. All the ingredients are stocked up. The weather's keeping quiet. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Speaking of stories. Born and raised in Seattle, still lactose intolerant. My bad. Hold on, I'll talk to you in a minute. Getting to the story and wows and thought of James. Taking it easy today because self-care is important. Remember to rest for a while, everyone.
Oh, what a cute game.
Normal schedule. Dinner with my team. That's a golem. That's a golem in the background. Oh my god. Russian tea. I'm gonna find so many. Good evening, Sir Hyde. Mr. Hyde. Mr. Gala. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you too. How was it at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. Goodness, are you having issues with children again? No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters... I'm gonna say this right. My Fury is giving me a hard time. Your Fury? Is it a full moon already? Nope, but I sometimes get pre-Fury symptoms. Pre-Fury symptoms. Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for Fury. And it changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask, but it affects our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels. It gives us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small but annoying. That doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual, and a bit crankier as well. Is there a drink that can help you with that? Never found one. Wish someone could come up with it. It's you, Maddie. Sounds Galahad can soothe your fury. Maybe it would work on Pre as well? Maybe, but I think something more relaxing. Like a Galahad but no caffeine and maybe blue. How did we make Galahad again? Tea, milk, and ginger. Okay, so that, milk, ginger. The blue stuff. It's not drugs. Probably shouldn't say. Yay! That looks so. Oh, I love the stars! I love this game. Here you go, a gala tea for you. Wow. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Maddie? No. It takes a bit of soul searching to tailor it to the situation and so on. That almost makes sense. Sounds like you know in advance what we're gonna order. She does, I don't. God, it's 6 cents. Right. Let's see how your 6 cents tastes. For those who don't understand, Maddie, not me, Maddie can see into the future, or she can see futures and timelines, I think. So that's what it's about. I don't know what the frick is going on, but she does. Because I think you're supposed to play this game a few times, and I have not done that. So, wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. Very happy to hear that. What's with the long looks, you two? Did something happen? Where's my puppy? She's asleep. Actually, Maddie, I guess I'd have to come out with it. I need your help. My help? Come on, I wasn't that bad. Nope. I was so tired yet today, I nearly fell asleep at on the job. Ugh. Most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this, and I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend your entire nights looking miserable. No advice I can come with it's good enough. And Hyde, barely keeping it together as it is. You know how by now what it feels like when Fury's about to hit. I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all? You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling. Looking so gloomy it sucked the color out of the room. It's not the first time either. It's been constant these days. Please help me with him, Maddie. Please help me help him, Maddie. I'm at my wit's end. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done to Gala? Mr. Hyde? Fine. Teenager much? The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearly 40 years old. And I've never been this bored in my entire life. Interesting. Usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years old in vampire years. I'm not saying that's I'm not saying how old that is in other species years. Eyes on the prize, Maddie. Intervention first, gossip later. My apologies. Why are you so worried, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job. Hey, no need to shout. I'm also irritated about it, okay? I'm not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs, but modeling stopped being fun ages ago. You did say something about that last time. You were trying to leave the modeling behind then. Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while. So they had to be elegant, well-made, and versatile. These campaigns that I've featured in stayed on billboards for months, and I knew the clothes will last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came and it all became disposable. Clothing themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posts it online, it gets attention for what, 10 minutes? Then another campaign comes in, and everything's forgotten. Blink and it's gone. There's no bond to build there. Isn't that changing these days, though? Like slow fashion and like? That's true, people are getting into vintage clothes too. I salute that. But reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. You mentioned that last night. My answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but isn't considered a bond. So you're saying you'd like to leave more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered. That would become part of their lives in a real way. It's kind of like my mom. So, story time. I mentioned this once for someone else because they were worried about not having money for presents and stuff for their kids and they felt bad about it. I forgot who it was. It was from Cozy Stream. I didn't grow up with a lot of money to spend. And when we moved, my dad had gotten a raise and we became more stable. But the problem was that I grew up in a household where I constantly heard my parents talk and worry about money that to this day, even though I know we have money to use, and have more than enough to still be able to afford necessities, I struggle with spending money. So, because I see it a price and I think, oh, that's expensive, and it could be like, I don't know, $30 or something, like 20, and people can spend that so easily, but then once it hits double digits, I feel really bad. And so whenever I buy things, I want to buy it for myself on money that I've collected. And clothes are the same way. My mom really wants me to be all fashionable, like what is in style today, but it changes so often that I still wear clothes from like 4 or 5 years ago. My mom hates it because they're so old, but I'm like, they still work. I still like them. I don't need to be wearing those really like tight shirts or those really short shirts. I don't need to be wearing anything like that. And so I'm kind of understanding what Hyde says about it changing so often, because it's the same thing my mom does, and I just really don't like spending money like that. So I have a lot of fun. It's fun. It's very fun. I think a lot of the games I have, mine is a few that I've been playing recently, I've bought them for myself. It's only like consoles and stuff. I save up for it. My parents end up buying it for like a present or something, and I'm like, please, I beg. I feel so bad. Because I know I have a VR. I paid for that myself. My parents were gonna buy it for me, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that. I'm gonna do it. I have the money for it, I promise. I'm not that broke. So all the games I pay for, all the games I play, I paid for them and stuff, so I'm having fun. But yeah, I can see why Hyde doesn't really like the modeling anymore. You know, you do know people you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who always remember you. It's on auto. That's not the same thing. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. Why am I on auto? It would make a real difference. No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts. Do you mistake me for a hard-working vampire? Is that Boo? We have family over. They have a dog. You see what I'm dealing with, Maddie? Seems to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you'd like to mull over it and a drink in hand, so yeah, that sounds good. Just make me something I like. You see me enjoy anything you've seen me enjoy recently, or when we first met. Zobo. Zobo. Here you go, Sir Hyde. You seem to like this well enough. Nice, Maddie. And you lost your bet, Hyde? A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him. And I bet you could remember what he liked, if he gave you no instructions. And now, I get to say I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner. At a place of my choosing. Ugh. You're gonna pick out that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? You know it. You've won other bets in the past, Mr. Gallant? Let's see. You say it, Hyde. He won every single one of the bets we've ever made. Wow. Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just rub it in my face, why don't you? Why won't you? I'd take a TV. Oh, hi everyone. Hi, Lua. Hey, Lua. Hi, Lua. Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm glad you're here, Mr. Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you, especially since it's been a while. But we ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. You must be getting bored of our arguments. It's alright. They're kind of fun to watch. How are things with you two, by the way? Just let me order before I answer. If that's alright, Maddie. Of course. What would you like? I spent the whole day thinking, talking in meetings and presentations. I have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. I'd like to have a lemon and honey drink then, please. What the frick am I gonna make with lemon and honey? Lemon, honey, tea? Lemon, honey, tea? That works. Here you go. Some lemon to soothe and honey to boost recovery. Thanks, Dr. Maddie. Ah, this is truly lovely. Just what I needed. Did I get that right? Or is it literally just anything with lemon and honey? That's great to hear. My company's trying to get a big contract. So I've been organizing meetings with everyone, making sure it's all going according to plan. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making. Part of me likes it, but part of me feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your question earlier, Gala, you probably gathered that Bay and I have been fighting. Yeah, and Hai told me a little bit about it too. Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days, and honestly, it's done me a lot of good. The thing is, I know Bay means well. He suggests all the things he'd think I'd like, and I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should feel grateful that he's trying to please me, but I get annoyed instead. Then I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed, which makes me even more annoyed. It's not great, I know. Would it be easier if we acted rationally? If only we got annoyed with the right people for the right things? But things aren't all simple, now, are they? That's true. Though I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it'd help. That's the problem, I'm not sure. At first I thought I was tired or worried. The decision making on my part is taking a toll, I'm sure. It's hard for me to deal with organized things in my personal life. So the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Bay to spend too much money, but he's right about involving my family. He's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though, but I'm realizing it may not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and carters, the more it feels wrong to me. I don't mean the wedding itself. I want to get married to him, but the way we're planning it, I don't know. I've been to my friends' weddings before, and I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. They always big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. I'm here to inform you I've never attended a wedding like that before in my life. It's always just been like close friends and family. I don't know how these weddings are supposed to be like. I've never been to one. I've never been to a wedding like this before. Mexican families are huge, but they stay connected, and so like those are usually the biggest weddings. But usually the weddings I've been to, which is 2, honestly, but I've seen my other families get married, my moms get married, it's always like close family members. I've never seen colleagues, ever. It's friends and family, not colleagues, not huge. It's like one band, that's it. Sure, they dance for a long time, and God, I remember my aunts, but I don't know what she's talking about. I don't look at wedding photos. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. I've never been in a barn, surprisingly, considering where I live. They wear designer dresses and nope, never seen that. I used to look at that and think, this is great, this is what I want. But now it all feels more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiance that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? It's up to how you communicate, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much, you all know that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Bay wants to honor that. He feels awful. He'll feel awful if he thinks I don't. Or he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry about what the other think. Instead of working on your own wants and needs, you do realize that it's an important bit, right? I mean, generally, yes, I get that. But how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? To celebrate it properly, for starters, right? And who are you in the partnership with? I believe you met him, bald guy with puppy eyes. Right, I'm glad you remember that, because you're making it sound like you're in a real relationship with your friends who got married, and strangers who put wedding pictures online. This is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense. to the both of you. Have it in trainers. Have it in trainers at a fast food joint, if that's what you like. That way, you can also make a budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding doesn't feel too shabby when you like 5 years. Bigger weddings are hard, man. I like simple ones. I still want a pretty outfit and decent food. Thank goodness. But point well taken. It's just, my family might have certain expectations. Did they say it openly? No. Then maybe they do. Or maybe that's what you think they do. The only way to find out is to talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey's also becoming part of your family? You sure are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything, but you shouldn't put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't I? You've given me food. You've given me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. I forget this man was married. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should become a therapist. Ahem. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I didn't say I might become a couples counselor, but I agree with what you implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. Are you looking to change careers, Hyde? He's bored of modeling. Finds it too impermanent. Wants to leave a mark. Wants to have fun. That's a quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you can make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer. She wanted to make her own pictures. She got a studio, lugged for outfits there, found someone to do makeup, then she whipped out an old film camera, proper relic. I hadn't seen one like that since the 60s. My granddad had an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was it something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light, and also because it was a slower experience, something that would allow us to connect more. First, I didn't think much of it. I started to do the usual, posing, switching, posing some more. But something felt different, and I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yep. Most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing, and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time. We got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use the remaining exposures. I fooled around, shot some extra stuff, one portrait of her, and she suggested I come to her in her back darkroom. Watched how she developed the photos and how they came out. You always did have a fondness for dark places. Comes with the territory. But for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, you know? A me I could recognize. That's not what stuck with me the most. The care she put into processing each frame, working each photo through the chemical baths, hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magic ritual. And her portrait, when she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera, and it was the first time she really liked a portrait of someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kind of stories. Or launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. No, I think it was a beautiful story. Gives me an idea. I think of another cure for you. Please share, Louis. You're doing us both a solid. Photographer. Go on then. Well, maybe it's because I looked at so many of them recently, but apparently film is making a comeback for wedding photos. As you said, it captures the light beautifully. And then it's more personal, slower approach. Maybe you can try that. Who, me? No, the other vampire who looking for a new line of work. I think you got the wrong guy here, Louis. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Oh, well, forget about it then. No, don't forget about it at all. It would be perfect for you, come on, Hyde. I know you like to play the strong, sarcastic type, but you are sentimental, and you love to chat people up. You solved all the bridesmaid dramas and offend the parents. But more importantly, you have something to do with these people that they never forget. They'll look at your pics the entire lives. that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. You assume they won't get divorced? I don't know if that's the right topic for Miss Lua. That's right. I know some marriage ended up in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether the marriage lasts a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. That career in the mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep in my chair right now, so I'm heading back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? Yeah, alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde. And good luck. Hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Maddie. See you later. Good night, you two. I'm so glad I'm a part of this. Here we go again. Last one sitting. Indeed, proper night owls. You didn't say anything about the wedding photograph idea. It's ridiculous, right? It's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. It sounds like you enjoy the whole film photography experience. You do like being around people, don't you? I do sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking the first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. You were someone who got divorced. I forgot about that. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and the next thing you know, I don't want to sound too depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only a certain kind. You can choose to keep supporting someone, to enjoy their company. You can do that for years with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one, not really. I don't know. One time I tried, it didn't really work out. But do you regret trying? No, I guess I don't. It confirmed for me that marriage and the like is never gonna be my thing. And there's freedom to knowing that about myself. It's given me space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see other people who truly believe it, people who walk into it willing to share their lives so closely, even if for most of them it doesn't pan out, there's something beautiful there. Like watching a butterfly fly too close to a flame, or a flower bloom like it will never wilt. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings. I singed off my wings, but I'm still here. And on that day, for a minute, when I said we'd be together forever and meant it, I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you know that something's worth celebrating, and something's worth helping other people celebrate. You're a tricky one, Maddie. And I'm too tired to fight with your logic. I guess it means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Sir Hyde. Sir Hyde. Mr. Hyde. I mean, and I meant to say I appreciate our one-on-one chats. I hope we can provide you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's plenty comfortable for sure. Besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? The time passes for me is very different from everyone else I know. Thank goodness Scala is from a long-living species, but even then he'd grow old before I do eventually. The world will change 100 times, technology will die out, new technologies will come. I'll feel again the same way I feel now in a century, maybe two. Lua and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will, am I right, Maddie? This is very perception of you, Mr. Hyde. Hey, you've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair I know a little in your return. Suppose that's true. By the way, I'm looking forward to that, to continuing our story. It'd be nice to know that no matter time which passes, there's always someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. I'm sure we will make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. And on that note, I think I'm gonna go browse some film cameras. What's the worst that can happen? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. You as well. Is he finding us out? Is he becoming suspicious? The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde. But some of us will. You should have told him that. I can also hear Boo talking. I steeped in roasted ginger with a touch of honey, perfect for rainy evenings. Cool beans. Oh my gosh. Thursday, September 29th, 2023. finishing this game this year, whether I want to or not. Okay. New image recognition tech confuses gnomes with dwarves. A review. What? Oh. Robots asked to give ultimate advice. Elven burnout is real. Here's how to avoid it. Oh, hello. Good evening. JJ! Officer, welcome. Hey, Maddie. How are you doing? An officer gave me a lift on a golf cart. It was fun. The cop cart. That's what I call it. Officer? Oh, I'm sorry. My mind is somewhere else right now. No worries. Work issues? What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat. You're a pal. And a real bind, Maddie. What happened? Well, never-ending workspace issues aside, there are things getting weirder by the minute, and I feel out of my depth. Are you talking about your recent patrols? Yeah. I've been analyzing the CCTV for the last couple of days. Oh, I see. How'd it go? Did the cameras manage to capture anything? Yes and no. The infrareds caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner, and disappeared. Could have been anything, like rats or cats, but nothing fits what I've heard on the scene. Footsteps, you know, laughter. Come to think of it, it sounds more like giggles. Giggles? Can werebeasts giggle? Not that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps. Fairies! It's fairies! I see. So what's next? I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories at this point. In short, I'm stumped. You know, Maddie, I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Rihanna dropped the bomb about fairies, you see. Oh, what about them? As it turns out, fairies was an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that didn't fit the known physical rules at the time was referred to as such. Oh, Does that mean banshees were a part of the fairy folk? Probably. Not anymore, though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentient being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. And that includes apparitions. Apparitions? Yes. Apparitions like ghosts. Ghosts? Ghosts! I see. What do you mean, I see? Eh? It doesn't sound like a bad joke to you? Or, I'm not sure I follow. But, come on. Ghosts don't exist. Do they? Because if they do, all I can think about is that dang tree now. Ah, right. The tree. Does it mean it's haunted? Oh, it could be. Don't get how you can be so calm about this. Huh. Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there's been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are so out of this world even. Sometimes literally. You're right. Man, how has no one caught him yet? Oh, frick, I've become a friend. Model, past stock entrepreneur, venture capitalist. Dabba dabba da lua. Something 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 lower bright moon. Enraptured by forbidden fruit. Love that for you. I guess you're not the only one who's being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own. Nope. True that. If you don't mind telling me though, may I ask the reason why you're so afraid of ghosts? Gosh, no. It's a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway. That's understandable. All I need to know is that my fears was never caused by actual ghosts. Oh? I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go do some stuff real quickly. I'll be right back. I promise. Y'all, I was over here like, man, I wonder why I'm so shaky. I've been drinking coffee since 7 this morning on an empty stomach, and it's 10:48. I'm so smart. But I got me some crackers. So that's my snack of choice right now. Just let me open it right in front of my mic. Ow. Oh. Taking this off and hope that I won't be as loud, but okay. Suggestion is a very powerful thing, Maddie. But that's all I'm willing to share for now. Okay. Thanks for sharing. No, it's funny. My grandpop was very into this stuff. So was my daughter. They're like my opposites, curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just my time at Copazol, unknown variables usually mean trouble. I see, that makes sense. They're the kind of people that could see things from nothing. I mean, that's the best way to put it. Like, you know the Zen rock garden thing from Japan? They understand the Zen-ness of it. I don't, but it doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think he almost got it. Yeah. But I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. On that note, Maddie, you see my lighter, right? I'd say I'm pretty acquainted with it now, right? My bad. That thing was originally my grandpa's. He bought it sometime after the war ended. It was to commemorate an upcoming new era, he said. In more ways than one. Yeah. Fun. He was honorably discharged due to a severe egg injury he'd never be able to recover from. At the time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far, so it was a good location for him to get all the veteran support nearby and all. Right. Now, about that street, you see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room, so sometimes he'd go out and hang with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things. I see. You see, the street name just came to mind last night. Can you take a guess what it is? You mean Bourne Street. Uh-huh. It wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me right away. But I went through his files, and it checks out. Does that mean the vendors he was talking about? Bingo. And you know what? He bought the liner there too. He bought the liner there. Wow, what a coincidence. Are you sure it's only a coincidence? What do you mean? Come on. There's no way they're just coincidences, Maddie. Everything is lining up too perfectly, if you ask me. Huh? Think about what's happening so far. It was my team that found out about the vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then my car was hit out of everyone's, right? And my luck started tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat. Tons of weird stuff happening in the past week alone, you see. Right. Then one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation. And tell me, who's in charge of that case? Me. And there's the Banshee lady, your patron, with some information I wouldn't have thought of. The dead tree stuff, the fairy market, information I wouldn't even have remembered on my own. Right? And now, we know why I kept on losing my lighter, right? How are they not connected? You tell me. Well, if you want to list them in order like that, I'm telling you, Maddie, place is calling for me. The case is made for me. But they keep picking the wrong guy. I am really bad with dealing with spooks. They make me question everything I've ever known, you know? But I always thought you were pretty good at handling, big-guity officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. Because we don't know what's all real and what's not. What will they do? Will they hurt us? Do they bring bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows? Maybe you should take the day off and catch on your sleep? Huh? What's that? No, nothing. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary to watch. Yeah? Focus on interesting drinks from around the world. You could find anything from the mundane to the extreme. From local comforts to really special stuff. I kept thinking about one particular drink that might interest you. Oh, it's something like a protection drink. It's made from coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients. Protection from what, though? From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. Maybe it'll ease your mind a bit. Oh, gotcha. Maddie, even if the whole situation is haunted, there shouldn't be any evil spirits, right? I wouldn't know. But I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I just think your lighter might give it a little extra magical boost if it needs, compared to just using rare flame, I mean. What are you gonna make me anyway? Nah, I trust ya. Here. Officer Georgie's lighter. Georgie's! JJ's! It exudes an interesting feel. I have it now. Okay, make me this magical drink you've learned, Maddie. What was it again? Oh my god, why are you taking so long? Coffee, honey, lemon. Coffee, honey, lemon. Ignore that, that's me. No, I want to check some, please. Why does my mic sound like that? I'm sorry, I'm finding things out. Filters, edit filters, add filter, and noise suppression, add compressor, add close. Will that work? Is that working? Hold on. Okay. Okay. That's from the rain. Alright. I was so confused for a good minute. I was like, man, what's going on? Here you go. Oof, careful. Dang, Maddie. This is really something else. Are you sure it's okay to drink? That's fire, buddy. That's purple fire. I didn't even get to look at it. I have no idea. But I'll take responsibility if anything happens. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with this stuff, Maddie. You even made me this crazy drink to make me feel better. Don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can. Thanks. You probably summoned a demon. Man. At least with crooks you can actually deal with them directly, you know? Not a case with apparitions. Not with that attitude. Who the frick are you? Huh? Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Not actual elbow grease. I won't make that mistake again. McQueen? Is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. It is you. Surprises that keep coming this week. Let me get over there. You know each other? More or less. We're brunch buddies. Brunch buddies. Brunch buddies. I feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in a serious tone, but I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. Feel ya. I wasn't sure we'd make it out alive. We are truly lucky ones. Without a doubt, I'll take both of your words for it. Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. So what brings you here, detective? Surely not the coffee. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet. But enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? You need a busting ghost? Oh. Well, busting might be a bit much. I've just been talking about Maddie getting my fear over stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. This is fun. I'm weak against ghost-looking stuff. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I got a little too spooked by what happened on Bond Street the other day. I don't know how to say that. I remember that. I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit it out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times, it's ghosts. You know, how do you do it, detective? Your cases, I mean. I probably lost all my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it that much. And when I do think about it, I think, who else will do it? Nobody. That's you. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case. We were investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband recently passed away but wasn't moving on, if you get my drift. Real deadbeat. Couldn't take a hint. Anyway, we were going in and exercising the place, right? But the husband, he caught wind and he retreated into the basement. I couldn't get into the technicalities of that, but it was hard to get a ghost out of the basement or the attic. It was all about angles, really. I mean, I get it. It used to be his home, all the stuff was still there, it's hard, I get that. So I'm slowly going downstairs, trying to coax him out. Bam! Next thing, this romantic music's playing and the whole place is lit by spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost tricks. Then before I know what hit me, I'm sitting on this poetry wheel and he's behind me and... Wait. This isn't the plot of the 1990s film Ghost. Oh. Maybe. We had a movie that night and I dozed off before it started. The story must have slipped into my subconscious. Riveting. Oh. Oh my god. Why is there so many police officers? I already see enough at school, please. Leave me be. Hey people, I don't know. Did you get your important errand sorted? I sure did. Dooley, I can see crumbs on your face. That's just the rain. It's very bready rain. There's feeling all over your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's healing up though. You're literally holding a receipt from a donut shot. That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. So what I missed? Talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' fear of ghosts. Hey, ghosts. Yeah, you're afraid of them, right too? Really? No idea. Never met one. We stopped a ghost riot. Ghosts aren't real. So you need to be scared of them easy. There you go, I guess. Sorry that wasn't much of help. Nah. Like you said, they're just like us. Good thing to be reminded of. Exactly. They used to be alive like us. As long as they don't try to eat, possess, violently murder you, you should be fine. Very reassuring. Just talk to them. Feel their culture, listen to their issues, and spectral whales. Treat them like any other person. That's what's on the inside. See what's on the inside. Which is truly easy since you can see through them. I thought you don't believe in ghosts. It's best not to overthink anything he says. I certainly don't. Well, thanks for the advice. I think it'll help. Our pleasure. Now, Dooley, I think we should read on the case briefing and figure out why we're here. I already did. Oh? Turns out we're meant to arrest a person driving that taxi. Instead of taking it all the way to Seattle, yes. Why? The driver was a chupacabra. Chupacabra. Ugh. Okay. Let's get out of here, Dooley. Good luck, officer. Thanks, McQueen. A lot. You too, Officer Dooley. Bye, guy. Good luck with your rat problem or whatever. Bye, Coffee Wizard. Take care. I'll gladly take Coffee Wizard. I was called the goddess of amphibians and like the protector of amphibians or something, and I've accepted it. I'll take Coffee Wizard any day. That was quite something. Well, what do you know, Maddie? Looks like my good luck is back. I feel like $1,000,000 now. I'm very glad you do. You drank fire. Thanks anyway, Maddie. I really did nothing much. Are you gonna be okay? Good enough to start thinking about what to do next. I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening, alright? Please keep me updated, officer, and stay safe. Will do. Alright then. Maybe I'll go check the stock and... Has my puppy woken up? Miss Riona! Welcome! Hello. How's the traffic out there? It's a mess. I'll get back to you in a minute. Girls, all I see is the top of the morning till y'all hungover but feeling awesome. Spent almost 2 hours in a drama game. Those comic games is just staggering. No delivery today. We'll resume tomorrow. No satires are from France and Americas because they have French horns. Sorry, not sorry. Love it. It's a mess. There's construction taking place on Lenora Avenue. Oof, I can imagine the gridlock already. I am grabbing myself a cracker. Give me a minute. You know, those filters I put on my mic, they don't make that weird staticky sound whenever I mute my mic. That's fun. Doesn't look like it anyway. I'll go check later. I can imagine the gridlock already. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today. I saw that. That's great. I'm happy you're here. So, is there anything I can do for you this evening? I like something for my throat. I would appreciate a cup of tea infused with lemon and a touch of honey. Okay. I think it's just gonna be a midnight thing. Yep, it's the midnight thing. Let's go. A cup of warm midnight summer dream. That's what we call it here. How whimsical. It's wonderful. Sweet but well balanced with lemon, and slight bitterness of the tea complements the taste. Thank you. You're very welcome. By the way, you just missed Officer JJ by a few seconds. Is that so? How is he? He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit, actually. Oh? He's currently dealing with a bunch of potential clues he is used to. That's why he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Would you mind doing me a favor? Oh, what do you need? Could you give my contact information to him? We only connect via Bluetooth last time, so... Oh? An email address and phone number written on, belonging to Riona Shireen. Piece of blue and with phone number and address unit on it. Yeah, I still have his lighter. Frick. What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. It's possible that I spoke more than what was necessary. And all because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness knowing what happened to the tree. It's entirely understandable though. But it was not my intention to interfere with his work. Such as, if he requires any assistance, please do let me know. It's the least I can do, as I realize there are plenty of difficulties in obtaining information. Oh, I mean, because Officer JJ is a human, and we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information, such as... I understand what you mean. Okay. I do not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. It's fine. I get it. I'm glad. I'd say you'd already help him out in more ways than one. Sorry, did you say something? I was zoning out a little. No, nothing. I'll pass this off to him. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Traffic aside, how are you? To be honest, I've had a lot on my mind of late, but I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic. You know I'm all ears. I'm a gossiper now. It's actually part of the problem, I'm afraid. Pardon? You know. I've held conversation with more individuals the past week than I have in the past few years. Is that a good or bad thing? It's troubling. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just, I used to believe I had a settled life objective. But I've been doubting it lately. How come? I'm realizing there's a painting up there. A gnome? A golem. I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Oh, any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different. I wasn't expecting much. However, she proved that she had some contacts who may be of assistance, even though they had no direct connection with the audience I'm trying to reach. I see. She explained clearly why she thinks I should contact them, however, which I'm grateful for. It's very thoughtful of her. So, what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network, make myself known. Oh? I have some projects hanging from my desk and I keep on sitting on them. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You can probably guess my concern about it. I think so. But you could give me a refresher, so I don't misunderstand. I feel like it would be a shortcut, so to speak. Right. She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. What would that be? Well, oh, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really, really sure the so-called shortcut is 100% gonna work. So you'll have to do it way, way more than making a few calls and waiting for callbacks, right? I'd say that's a decent impression of her. Thank you. After that, she told me a story about her early career experiences, both the good and bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. And then it's either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out and develop connections with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I certainly see how it worked out for her. But I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting, right? I thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than sending reels to every audition I've come across. And getting rejected by every single one. But for some reason I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I also continued our correspondence. Although, perhaps it was more like a necessity. Oh, did something happen? He was stuck. Pardon? Essentially, he posted about it on social media last night. Oh? I might have seen it. Did you? I come across it when I was updating a schedule and responded out of concern. Then he called me, almost immediately. He was loud. All sounds in order. And extremely drunk. Really? He denied it at first, but was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly, deep in thought, and entered Curry Park without realizing he had done so. Must have been some deep thought thinking he was doing, because I think it was raining pretty hard last night. Well, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from was currently not operating after 10 p.m., which was why I sent him a message forwarding him that fact, as he seemed unaware of it. Right? So he called me and asked if there was any mode of public transportation nearby. Wouldn't it have been easier for Jim to just call a cab? He told me he wanted to know the city better. At midnight? Why not? After all, you operate your own business at dark yourself. Touché. Perhaps he didn't want to go home yet. I might have mistaken here, but I thought he didn't like drinking. Wasn't it partying? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. It appears he had dinner with his team. He needed a little extra courage in order to negotiate with them, but his new proposal direction. Oh, that's what it was about. I saw that post. I see. I suppose it didn't go as expected. Perhaps. And I know that feeling all too well. However, he said he'd keep negotiating until they reach a compromise. That's good. Is it though? Ms. Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas has a hard time obtaining approval from his teammates for his actions. How can they still be so positive? What do you mean? I cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost wanted to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Why can't talent speak for itself? Because people are stupid? But if I truly believed that, with the number of rejections I've received so far, I should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I? Right. That's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? To let talent speak for itself, we would have to have the same standards. I see what you mean. Art can cease to be art if it was standardized, wouldn't it? However, does that imply that everything still depends on the whims of individuals judging you in that moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel and Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with that? Perhaps because they don't see it as a be-all and end-all. What do you mean? Rather than viewing them as judges with authority to determine their fates, perhaps they simply see them as hills to overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just a matter of perspective as to where the power lies. But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before. Therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you, or ask for guidance or assistance even. Because one cannot simply know every single way that overcome obstacles, or to be able to safely recognize warning signs without first learning about them from others. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Still. Miss Rihanna? Ah, yes. Sorry, I got a bit lost in thoughts. It's fine, I promise. But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? I picked him up and drove him home. Whoa. But I thought you were located in Bellevue. I am. But I still had unfinished business in downtown area. Moreover, he suddenly started singing quite loudly near the end of our call, which led me to conclude it would be best for me to go and fetch him. I see. How was his singing, in your opinion? It wasn't too bad. If not for the fact he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is. Welp! His hoodie was soaked when I arrived, so he had to take it off before getting in my car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through his shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lay down the seat covers, as his fur was rather wet. I hope he didn't get sick then. Aside from all that, was he okay? Concerning the location you mentioned earlier, I mean. Well, he asked me to do karaoke with him, which I declined. Probably for this. Could have been entertaining, though. A drunk person doing karaoke, I can see it. I ended up taking him for a drive, though, as I needed to take care of my unfinished business. A late night delivery? No, I was buying a pie. At midnight? Yes. Why? Considered you might have a competitor? No, not at all. Maybe a little bit. Oh, Maddie. You'll be fine. I sort of just want to know so I can inform Dr. JJ about it. Oh, why? His daughter loves pies. When his car was vandalized, Officer Georgie had plans to buy pies for his family's get-together, but the report took a while and the weather was bad. And by the time he was able to get a taxi, he thought everything was already closed. I see. But he takes pride in being a Seattleite, so I wonder if he knows about it already. Well, it's a very small kiosk attached to a pub. Very easy to miss. The spot is known as Disco Pie, and it serves fresh pies until 1 a.m. Interesting. Good to know. Thanks! Getting back to the story, though. You both went for pies, then? Yes, and it seemed to fascinate him for some reason. What did you each get? He ordered a slice of warm apple crumble with a scoop of French vanilla on top, ice cream on top, and a cup of popping hot coffee with a little bit of milk. Ouch. I feel betrayed, truly. Oh, but it was my suggestion since I thought he needed to warm up. Double ouch! I apologize. I'll live. A little bit of advice though. A glass of warm water might have been more irrigation. A coffee's not the best to retain fluids and thus preventing hangovers. Oh, that's really good information to know. That's why you're the best barista, Maddie. Thank you. I quit for a reason. Okay. My feelings are hurt slightly less now. So what did you get for yourself? I got a slice of hibiscus blueberry mint pie myself. And just so you know, I did not order anything to drink. Good. Drinks aside, what's an interesting combination for a pie? How did you like it? I enjoyed it. You serve hibiscus too here, don't you? I'll remember to order it next time. Please do. And also, we continued our conversation afterwards. It's when he told me he had not given up on his goal despite the disappointments of this team. He told me why he does not drive at all. Really? Why? As it is, it is. On second thought, it may be better to hear the story directly from him another time. I apologize. No problem. I understand. I don't think he should be driving drunk. We also discussed quite a few things we had in common. Really? Yes. Surprisingly. Before we knew it, it was already nearing 5 a.m. Must have been a gripping conversation. I'm not sure. However, his exhaustion seemed to finally catch up with him then, so I drove him home. Weren't you tired at all? No. Do her freckles go missing whenever she blushes? I should really go now. Alright, will you be okay? I have a lot to think about. Thank you for being patient with my concerns. They do not, they just move. Thank you for being patient with my concerns, Maddie. No problem at all. Anytime. Have a good evening then, Maddie. Come back soon. I need to check things. Never mind. I do not. Sweet, nourishing, healthy chocolate. It's chocolate and cinnamon. I think. No, I'm wrong. Cinnamon. Yes. Chocolate, cinnamon. Cinnamon, chocolate. I don't know. September 29th, 2023. Friday. I wonder if these actually correspond with the actual days we've had. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. What? I think Silver has some explaining to do. Alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? Isn't it pretty? Research respond to over alleged allergy. At least it's pretty. Research respond. Orphria Tech teams up with Golmix Industries to pursue self-healing technology. Officer JJ's lighter Why am I staring at a bear? There you go. Oh my god. Knock knock, anyone there? Why is there a bear? Did I lose the lighter? Because I didn't give it back to him? Hold on. I'm gonna save. Load. Where's JJ? There you are, JJ. I'll give you back your lighter, JJ, I promise. I promise, JJ. I'm so sorry. I may have lost JJ's lighter. Frick. I'll give it back. I'll give it back. I'll give it back. I promise. I promise. It won't take long.
I'm covered.
Okay, I forgot how to make it. Coffee, honey, lemon. Never heard of this drink before. Give item. continue on. I'm continuing. I don't want to find out if I do something wrong here. Fun. Do I not have it? Okay, no, I give it back. That's good. Good. Is that Boo? Yeah. We're catching up. We're going back to where we were. Alright. I'm gonna grab some stuff to crochet, I think. Do some multitasking. Cause I got some Christmas presents to make. It should have been finished a while ago, but I procrastinated. And waited. Where did the hook go? I lost the crochet hook I had to use. Where did it go? Is it... Hello? Sir? Oh, there it is. It was hiding underneath my crackers. Ooh, Vamonos! We're gonna keep going. Oh. Dang it. I think it's just tea mint. Tea mint. I think I'm back to where I started. Oh, I'm just gonna be staring at the bear or something? Am I staring at something? There you go. Knock knock. Anyone there? Mr. Bailey's, hi. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come in. How are you tonight? I'm alright, but you look pretty distracted. Penny for your thoughts? You can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things. The difference between the world under the surface compared to what we think. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. Funny, I was having similar thoughts on my way here. Guess it's because we spend so much time on social media. People believe we can be summoned up in picture or in a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's my best mind a lot for the past few days. What does anything have to do with your wedding? Got it in one. How are things up that front? A few days ago we decided to take some time apart to think. That sounds ominous. No, I didn't mean like that. It wasn't a breakup or even a break. Whew. We've just been through so much, and there's no walking back in our relation now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I think I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a little bit of space, figure out what we really want with our wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. I see. Have you made progress on that front? No. Do you want the short version or the long version? I'm always here for the full story. Well then, I'm gonna tell you everything. Hold on. Yeah, where'd I put my controller? Alright then, I'm gonna tell you everything. Oh, yarn is wrapped around my controller. Alright, I'm gonna tell you everything, but I think I should order first. Sure thing, what can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy. Anything warm will do. So, anything really. Makes sense. How about some herbal tea then? Hibiscus, butterfly tea. Butterfly hibiscus sounds great. With milk and honey, please. I like hibiscus, so you're gonna get hibiscus, milk and honey. You're gonna get hibiscus whether you want to or not. Sweetheart latte. Here you go. Hope you like it. Thanks, Maddie. This is so nice, and it brings me back. You know, I'm not really in touch with my family anymore. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Don't be, I don't even miss them most of the time. In the end, they're just some random bunch of people, and we don't have that much in common. It's good that you learned about yourself, Baileys. Mr. Baileys. I think so too. It's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her for a while now. Somebody passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly, spot on again, Maddie. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great-aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember how in my bones how that made me feel. Fear that one of them or both of them would walk away and abandon me. It's a bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was years ago. And years ago. Yes, it's quite normal for a child to care about their parents, no matter who they are or how they behave. That's true. Anyway, I spent a lot of my time in evenings curled up in a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting, except my gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Elven high society is amazing at keeping up appearances, except in front of family. But she got how it made me feel, so she went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She kept me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea with milk and honey in it. Drinking this now, with you, it was a lot like family again. Sounds like she was a prospective person. She truly was the best of them, till she got sick. Oh no, how did that happen? I thought Elvins didn't get sick. Ah, see, that's the part of Elven disinformation. Elvins don't get sick with your run-of-the-mill colds, but they get big, bad diseases like everyone else. It's not common for us to die from them. Except there's this assumption in Elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you can pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say, most of the time when someone dies. Incidentally, that's what they mean to pretend everything is fine until last minute. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in during her last few weeks. That sounds really awful. I did manage to visit her. She put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then she wasn't really very happy before that either. At least she had you. It might have been a little conception, but yes, I'm glad I was able to be with her. Ugh. To think I came close to being trapped with those people. I'm pretty sure she would have hated me for that. A little part of me hopes she would be proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Maddie. Here you are, letting me blather again. That's more than fine, but do you think growing up among conflict is the reason why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? Definitely think that's a part of it. In fact, hello, new person. Is it Lua? Speak of the devil?
Nah, it's Silver. Hi, Silver.
Oh, hello, Amanda. Good evening. Hi, Maddie. And hi, I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Baileys. Nice to meet you. I'm guessing you're Amanda. We are, but you do not appear in the hive. How did you? Lua told me she ran into you about a week ago. Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That was a satisfactory explanation. And so you were her date? A little more than that. I'm a fiance. Truly? Fiance is a successful outcome of dates with a .013 something possibility. Congratulations on the excellent odds of actualization. Thank you. Now, Cafe Offspring, we are here to wish for a drink. Cafe Offspring, how do you acquire that new title? I was called the Coffee Wizard. Ahem. Alright, sounds like something I don't want to prod too hard. Never mind me. You're about to order, Amanda. We were. And we wish for a memorable partying experience. I suspect something like that. Last visit in a while then, huh? That is accurate. I'll take it you've completed your research on Earth? Almost. We're quite satisfied with the outcome of our missions. Interesting. That sounds like there's a story there. But first tell me, what sort of experience are you after? Maybe we should have something we've never had before. It's time to get creative then. Yes, take care not to reuse any ingredients I said has. What did I give you? I don't remember. Okay. What did we make? What did we make? What did we make? I don't remember anything we have done today. Is this it? I think that's it. Okay. Nope, I don't think that's it. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Okay. Or, yes. Yes, because that's Aqua's. I think it's this one. Alright, so no, nothing with that, nothing with that. Let's get some creativeness. Let's try making, what was that? I am slightly concerned on what I heard outside, but that's okay. Ooh. I don't like those sounds. There's not supposed to be construction here. I don't think that is construction. Hold on. Nope, 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 nope. Should we stick with, what should we stick with? Let's get some more of these. So, maybe not. I think, did we get all of them? Nope. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, no wait, nothing with that. Alright, never mind. Forgot we already gave her. Okay, what did we make last time that I was like, man, I want to use that? It was the Grinch. How did we make the Grinch? It was green tea. The Grinch is bitter. Yeah! The Grinch, the festive season. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. Wait! It had ginger in it. Frick! Never mind. I give up on life. I wasn't supposed to give her anything with ginger. Dang it. I think. Right. Nothing with ginger. Nothing with ginger. Nothing with ginger. Ah! I am going to cry. I am going to cry. I am going to lose my mind. I am going to lose my mind. Bum bam bum 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 bam bum bam bum 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 Less construction. This. No, honey. We can make her something with coffee. Coffee will work. Coffee will work. What do we have to make with coffee? Maybe we can. Do you remember how to make sweet coffee? Sweet coffee was coffee. I don't want to do sweet coffee. I want to make something else. That probably won't make anything. Nope, can't use ginger. Cinnamon. Next best thing. Right next to honey. Well, jingle beans. That works. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. It does! That's at least a 5 centimeters experience. We are, as Earthlings like to express, delighted. According to our calculations, this is our 39,846th new experience since arriving on Earth. It's quite a lot, perhaps, however most of them are rather insignificant in nature. Oh, what about this one? This one is a 99th percentile of significance. Is that good or bad? She means it's very significant, right, Amanda? Very much so. We've enjoyed this place, and we will miss it. That's... Don't mind me getting a bit emotional here. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no problem. No trouble? That one was actually quite close, actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see. Yeah, Lua mentioned that. It made her real angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Please tell her I'm grateful for that. Actually, the neighbor kept looking into things even after his second visit here. But with your help really came in handy, Maddie. My help? Yes, the card you got off the agent. We asked for help from an associate to run it through the mind you call a computer. When the content of the card had been unveiled, we analyzed the language of its communication. It was quite an interesting mix, if we say so. It was roughly 60 points syntax and the mathematics, which led to a polygon type of it to express the countertext as M. Point is, Amanda managed to get into the fire system. She affixing all mentions of us, or save beyond recognition. And some totally legit orders came in to send the agent to Europe on an urgent mission. There's someone in my house, which led to more than enough for him to forget about us. Oop. That sounds incredible. It does sound thrilling. And it was a very simple matter of applying Hive knowledge. Be as it may, that's great work, Amanda. We are pleased. Amanda's amazing. But let's not forget who put the card in the first place. It really helped us there, Maddie. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that, and very relieved. Yes, we have thought about it for a while, and we have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. That's my brother. He's getting a snack again. You've got a real hang of those emotions now, haven't you, Amanda? Yes, offspring. In that case, we are content. Hold on. No, sunglasses. Check out good sponsor here. Normal schedule. I'm very lucky people no matter what. I don't want to take it for granted. Thank you, Roka. Thank you, offspring. In that case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished. Did you come here to really pick up Earthling emotions? No, we came here for the purpose of general Earthling research, but it appears to us that emotions are one of the most interesting aspects. We will be submitting a what you call academic paper, uncontrolled stimuli and reflexive natural patterns, deep level communication with hive and hive versus non-hive species. Wow, that's how you know it's serious research. I don't even understand the title. And was always the brains in the family. Wasn't it? That wasn't your only mission though, right, Amanda? If you're leaving, does that mean... Yes, Pearl and I did go out on a date. Right, you're looking for love, aren't you? I am, I was, I think. I think I may have found it. Wait, wasn't the first date a really short while ago? Just a couple days ago. But I've been waiting for a while, and I think this is it. When I took up the mission from the hive, when I came to Earth, the entire process, when I changed and changed, what I was hoping for, that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does. It's great, but I'm curious. Doesn't the hive provide any experience of feeling seen? It does and it does not. In fact, we hope that something in our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires, the emotions as it were. We do not dwell on those things, nor do we start to do so in excess. But it seems to us now that they seem to be worth conveying. At least in some context. Yes, like what Amanda said is part of it. I am very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was very bad at communicating things clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. When I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared. It was not an uncommon experience, I think. really is not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly. It certainly requires some time, and more time to find someone who can look at them with you. Not to get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly. Isn't it? It is a precious thing when it happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing. Has that been your experience with Lua? It definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered too. Luckily, I have good friends who remind me of that. Good lord. Does that mean you and Lua found some answers? Oh, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue any longer. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Goodbyes, guys, but Maddie, I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony. That will take place in 3 days hence. Wow, that's some answers indeed. Yeah. Taking a little time to think clear in our heads, we got bogging down some details and our own insecurities, to be honest. We decided to make it simple again. No fuss, massive expense, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members. Whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves. I am very touched, Sir Baileys. Oh, come on, Maddie. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here. Wedding invitation, special invitation card for a certain someone. Oh, so cute. Frick, who was I supposed to give the... JJ, he's not here yet. Gala, seeing how he's obviously +1, can you give it to them when you see him? It would be an honor. Silver and Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're invited. You're in the cafe family, so I'm sure Lou won't mind. Would you like to join us for the party? A party? This is our first experience in being invited to a party. It is 99.999% pleasant, and 0.001 disappointment that we have to refuse. Yes, I truly invite, but sadly we're leaving Seattle tomorrow. Really? It's more sudden than I expected. Are you going back to space then, Amanda? Not yet. We're going on an adventure. That sounds very exciting. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip throughout the country. Maybe a little further, if we got the time. We're basically going to be tourists. Tourists is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must be a mission purpose. But it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose in traveling. With the essence circular reason. It may be, but it's still a lot of fun. Hi, Maddie! How are you, Maddie? How have you been? Good evening. Good afternoon? Good morning? Good evening? One of the three. Hello! How have you been? How's your day? Welcome for popping in. I'm losing my voice as we speak, but hello! What am I doing? It's almost noon for you? Ah, it's almost 12 for me, which is noon. I'm so glad I caught your stream. Well, I'm glad you got here too. Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm playing Coffee Talk. If that isn't obvious from the stream category. I'm so tired. We're playing Coffee Talk, episode 2. Hibiscus something? I forgot. I just call it Coffee Talk. It's the second game of the Coffee Talk series, which is only 2. You never heard of this? Yeah, it's a really cozy game. It has some language, has some mature content, but it's not all that bad. The first one I think was worse. Especially with little guy right here, but yeah, if you ever get around to playing it, you don't mind any of that. You should so play it. It's really fun. It's really cute too. A lot of talking though. So, ooh, I'm excited. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to finish this before the new year because this game is set in September. Right now I'm on September, but it's set in 2023, so I'm trying to finish it before 2024. In fact, I'd say the real purpose of tourism, to have fun, to relax, to see beautiful things, to enjoy life, you know? Enjoyment as a purpose. That's new to us, but we are 99.999% excited to try it out. So am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. So I guess I thought you went to New York. So wait, is Seattle New York? I don't know. I didn't have a teacher when I was learning things. I didn't have a teacher for like 2 years. I I guess I was afraid I wouldn't be able to blend in. Seattle is not New York. I'm stupid. I have a teacher shortage. We don't have a substitute shortage. We have a teacher shortage. That I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Maddie, that I've always have a place to return to when I'll feel home. Well, that makes me feel a lot nervous. I am going to jump off of a bridge. Man, I'm tired. I'm running on coffee. I've only eaten like 4 crackers. Yeah, for a little context, I was supposed to learn everything, right? Like, we were supposed to learn world geography, US stuff, right? Like, learning where all the places in US are, the cities, stuff like that. I did not have a teacher. This was during COVID years, when it was really bad, and world geography, my teacher had passed away a week before school started, so I had a long-term sub, and he didn't teach us jack none. We watched videos about pre-something time, something times, colonial, no, not colonial, this was like Egyptian times, and the year after that, a similar thing happened, except we didn't have a teacher for the entire year. I know, right? Because, okay, we were supposed to learn world geography and then, like, learn everything about the places in the US and the world, and then move on to US history. I missed those 2 years because we didn't have a teacher for the entire year. Like, I had a coach. Okay. I forgot. It was the first year when we came back from quarantine. We had a teacher, and then they resigned, or I think she had a kid, one of the two. I think she had a kid, or something. And so we had a coach teach us, and then it went to the principal. The principal started teaching us, and then went back to the coach. Then we went to our teacher. Our teacher went on to maternal leave, and then we had a substitute, and then she came back, and then she was gone. It's a surprise all of us even got a credit for that class. And then we went into a different year. The teacher had passed away. We had a long-term sub. And so by the time I got to world history, they were talking about like all these battles and stuff and like where it was, and I was like, what is going on? What are we talking about? I know, it was so bad. It was horrible. Like, national teacher shortage. I know. It got worse because of quarantine too, and I was like, dang, and I thought elementary was bad because in elementary we had teachers retire too. But I was like, oh Lord, my education went down the drain. And so I have some friends who talk about things that they learned in world geography, and I was like, I cannot understand a single thing you say. I'm having fun, so please don't mind me. I'm learning things every day about cities and stuff. I only know what's in my state, that's about it. Yeah, sounds about right. It was interesting, very interesting. I'll tell you what, I remember I was supposed to read To Kill a Mockingbird, and we didn't read it, we only read like a chapter. Yeah, so if I have like a dumb brain moment, you now know my reason. I was never taught. My education system went actually everyone who had those classes with me, they didn't have an education. We're having fun. Well, that makes me a lot less nervous. I'm very happy to hear that. Awkward silence. I think I should order a drink. Of course. What can I make you? I like to reflect on the spirit of art, but I also am in the mood for something sweet and soothing. Something sweet and soothing with an adventurous kick? Yes, that's exactly right. Then how about some hot chocolate with a little extra to make it fun? I'd love that hot chocolate with some sweetness and spice to it. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and spice. Honey? Ginger. Why do I feel like I've done this before? I feel like I've done... Oh my god, it's the broken one. Oh my god, it's a That's what it was. Okay, I made this earlier in the stream. I thought I broke the game because it doesn't have a name. It's just a bunch of numbers, so I thought I broke it. Those are coordinates, and that's a spaceship. That's a rocket ship. That explains so much. Hi, Kuro. Welcome back, Kuro. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that makes so much more sense. I thought I broke the game. I thought I broke the game earlier. I was freaking out. I was like, what did I do? What have I done? How? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna search this up 9 times. I'm gonna see if this even does anything. I give up on life. Oh my god, that's a light year. That's... Light travels at that exact time. Did you know that? That's the travel of light. That's how fast light travels. I learn new things every day. Who needs history teachers? My education needs history teachers. I'm gonna have so much fun in freaking government next semester. Well, I've been listening to that since I was wee lad. Okay. Anyway, last we travel. Oh, we like this name. It's evocative and adventurous. Evocative? I advocate. Man, I've been running on coffee and 4 crackers. I never really left. I've been stuck in the lost art grade. That makes more sense. Alright. Yes. Is it the speed of light, not evocative for great adventures? The speed of light. Wow. You should be on one of those online state games where you go and name the states. We don't do that, okay? I didn't learn jack nothing. Alright. I only know where Oklahoma is because it's right above. It's right where I go. I don't know anything about the states. I just searched up a map because that's what the substitute told us. I don't know jack nothing. I don't know jack nothing about the states. Okay? I know nothing. I should. The 50... We have more than 50 states, do we? No, we have 50. 50! 51. Why am I thinking 51 states? I think I saw something about 51 states, but I don't believe that. Not the point. The point is, I'm gonna fail horribly. I know, like, only 4 states. And I know the names. Rhode Island and stuff. Nope, I'm wrong. Whatever, not the point. The point is the 50 Nifty States song. That's all I know. That's the extent, and that was from elementary. And I learned jack nothing. I have such a great education system. We're gonna see where I am in 10 years. I'm gonna cry. The speed of light. Wow. Way to target your audience, Maddie. Oh, thank you. But do you like the taste, Silver? I forgot he changed his name to Silver. I love it. That's exactly what I wanted. It's got a nice spicy kick of ginger to start with, which keeps you on your toes, and the honey makes it sweet and comfortable. In fact, it reminds me of you, Amanda. How does the taste remind you of us? I guess he's saying that you're sweet, but with a strong character as well. The US education system's not the best, so it's not your fault. I hope not. That's about right. We do not entirely comprehend it, and yet we are pleased. Well, that's settled then. Whenever you miss Amanda, Silver, you can come here and I'll make this drink for you. I'd like that. Thank you, Maddie. Be careful there. Whoa, be careful there. You don't want to spill your drink this much. Ah, we're right. I'm just so relaxed. I can barely sit still. What? I can imagine the first trip across the country is a big deal. What happened? I wasn't paying attention. I was staring at the screen, but I wasn't paying attention. It is. But it's not the only reason why I'm excited. Okay, it's quite a dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're gonna say now. You guys seem to be lead very interesting lives. Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and alien background. It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual. That was me. I think that was me. Nope, don't think so. Nope, it's not moving fast enough. But this particular thing is a very commonplace. We're suddenly excited because his date will be joining us. In fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree with her movie analysis 99.99%. Wow, hold on. Amanda, you have met Pearl and you talked about movies? And she's now joining you two on a holiday? How did any of this happen? We watched Org Western all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well. You don't exactly sound thrilled. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. I see. Learning couple compromise the hard way. By the way, your audio and video quality is so good. Oh, thank you. I put some filters midstream today. So that probably have to do it because before, if I muted my mic, you can hear static, and so that probably helps. I remember watching your stream, I forgot who said it, but they said they had noise suppression and a compressor or something like that. I added that to my mic. I don't know about the audio though. I think it was just my captured card. But thank you. I'm glad. I try my best. I try. Learning couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and they get along. Does that mean she knows where you're from, Silver? She does. In fact, I told her about it on our first date. Wow, that's very brave. It's hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. To reveal so much so vulnerable to a person you just met. Starting to takes guts. You're very kind, but I don't think so. In all honesty, I didn't plan it that way. Though I always felt safe here with all the regulars, I know it's not everyone to be open-minded about me. And I'm not sure I would say anything to Pearl that night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn about her, about who she is, and I realized I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, it was the right decision. Well, I'll say if she ever heard your story, and that changed how she viewed about you, then she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. Truth is, there's a bit of a strange thing to say, but I'm proud of who I've become. And I want the people I love to be proud of me too. What is proud? Proud is... For yourself, I think it would be start with something you're satisfied with what you're achieving, especially if you have to fight to get there. For others, it's when you think of someone you care about, consider who they are and the way they're acting, and it just fills you with joy. Ah, we see. We're definitely proud of you. That's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. You two are a really sweet family. And so are you, Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys. I keep saying Sir Baileys or something like that, Sir Hyde, which is really funny. True. Chosen from families can also rock. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's my name. Hold on. get me or my brother to close a barbecue pit. We're holding a party, like graduation party, I think I mentioned it. And so they're gonna start cooking in a bit. And a moment, that's my controller I sat on. That's fine. Yes, Hasby Mac Pro. That's my brother. We've come to a conclusion. Why is my dog still asleep? I should catch him. Yes, the graduation party. Yep. Was that my brother laughing like a demon? My dog woke up. He woke up my dog. He woke up my puppy. Hi, honey. Are you tired? Did you wake up from your like 4-hour nap? Hi, honey. You gonna go back to bed? Yep, alright. She went back to bed. What kind of doggy? She is a teacup poodle, a toy poodle. We think she's very sad because she has cataracts and she went blind, and so she doesn't want to eat anymore. She cries all the time. We think she's quite sad. So hopefully when she gets her eyesight back, she'll feel better. Hi, Weston. Are you tired? Are you tired? She's so tiny, yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna go put her outside. I'll be back. Are you not happy? I'm sorry I woke you up. You're gonna go outside for a bit, honey. Come on. I'm back. I'm back with the puppy. What's up? If you're gonna post her on Disney, if you wanna and see her, there's a pet channel. Ah! Okay, hold on. Hold on. I brought her here. I brought a bag. She's here. She's gonna go take a nap. I put her on my chair so she can be with me. Separation anxiety is fun, especially for dogs. Oh, there's my mic. Hold on. I have this one picture of her I really like because she's so photogenic from a while ago. So she doesn't have her haircut, but it's super cute and it's he's my baby. He's my baby. I have so many photos of her. It's not even funny. I'll put it on there in a minute. Don't mind me, I'm forgetting how to send my computer pictures. You're gonna see how messy my room can be. Where's my baby? Can't wait to see you. Take your time. It's fine. I'm just gonna hide it. Oh no, it's good. It's good. I tend to do this. Oh my god, I forget. She looks like a freaking Dorito. Whenever she gets her haircut, the person who gives her her haircuts, they tend to slightly kind of maybe cut her hair on like her chest to look like a triangle. And a follower who would join my streams would put a Dorito because she was a Dorito dog. She's quite the Dorito dog. Very Dorito dog. Dorito baby, yeah. So whenever I mentioned her, he would put the Dorito emoji on. Emoji? Yes. There's no difference in nature or expression between a family you were born with and a family you acquire by choice. both demand work and understanding, but I'm not gonna send that one because my mother's in the background. She'll be very upset. But not the point. The point is, she is still a very fashionable pup. And I adore her for it. Oh shoot. Do I have... Okay. Copy and replace. Huh, it's the same name, are you kidding? Why? Okay. Where can I... So I can see her, there's a pet channel. I must be dumb. Okay. Important, so please react. Moo. That explains a lot. Okay, pet photos. Pet photos, pet photos. So I'm gonna tell you, one of her eyes is gonna be quite wonky or weird because this was when she was able to see out of one eye. And only one eye. So... Upload. This is Sugar. Sugar is a frequent, companion during my streams. She sits somewhere in my room or right behind me, taking up my chair. There may be minute differences in specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.999% similar in the end. So it is. Well, we should probably get going. Yes, we must. Go pack. First time I see someone getting excited about that specific park. What Amanda really means is that I must pack. While she analyzes the earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on. Precisely. This is further information for our research. We are thrilled. Good luck, Silver. Indeed. Poor Silver. Enjoy the trip. Enjoy your trip, two of you, both of you. Sugar, yeah, that's my baby. She's my precious little one. I adore her. Yeah, I took that photo and it was so she was so photogenic, and I'm like, man, my bed was a mess, but she was like the only one. Yeah. She's a cute Dorito. She's a very cute Dorito. She has a haircut right now, and so she's not as fluffy, but that's simply because we're planning on getting her surgery for her eyes, and so we were like, we don't know when we're gonna bring her back, so as short as you can make it, please. My mother put her in a sweater because she got cold and she hates wearing clothes, like sweaters and stuff, so she refused to move. It was hilarious. I got that during class too, and so my teacher just saw me like freak out over my dog wearing a sweater. I hope you'll tell us about it when you're back, Silver. I will. I have an itchy forehead. Good night to you too then. I forgot what I was doing. Hasta la vista, strangers. Huh? Orc westerns. What the frick? What? Hold on, a friend sent me something. I'm confused. Feeder thing opens it. We have construction or something, because I keep on hearing that. I have no idea what this friend is talking about, but that's okay. Bye to you too. Hasta la vista. Something's wrong with that. You're a dull moment in your cafe, Maddie. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here? I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps. Whether we'd like it, we'd love it. Honestly, I didn't want to impose, but there's no place that would be rather to fit. And I don't mind that it's not very large. It's gonna be a small, cozy wedding. So this is perfect. It's settled then. Lou was gonna be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm gonna go and tell her now. That's a very exciting prospect. It really is. I'm getting some advertisement. Thanks again, Maddie. You're like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. Oh yeah, fun thing about this game, you don't really have choices, but the only choice you have is like making drinks and stuff, and the more correct of the drink you make, it changes the story. That's what the last one was. Because I watched a little bit about it, and it has some different endings to it. Alright. More like a guardian hive mind. I forget I'm an alien. I'm an alien. Good night, Mr. Baileys. I love that.
It's really nice.
Oh, the light. That one. My source of anxiety for a good 5 minutes. Good hour? How long ago was it did I make that? Coffee and crackers is all I've had today. I'm still drinking that coffee. Oh. Do you see what you're kidding? Nope. I do not. I think I have long hair, I think, if I remember correctly. They have these little comics in the last game, and I think I saw myself in it,
But I don't remember.
but no, in the last one, the ending was kind of like, oh, it was something like, it implied that we were not from Earth and that we became one, like we are very good at being an Earthling or something like that. It was Silver who talked this. I forgot, but it insinuated that we were able to see timelines. And so, yeah, that's about it. That's all I know. We look human, but we're able to see into different timelines and know the future, kinda. I don't know it, but whatever. Something virus vaccine boosters ready for distribution. Yeah, it's really cool. It's interesting. A driver crashes truck filled with catnip. Suspected DUI. UFO previously spotted by Space Guardian fighters. Very determined hot air balloon. Oh, hi, Aqua. Hello, Miss Aqua. Newspaper title is giving 2020. I know, I was thinking of that. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Good, as usual. How about you? Honestly, a lot of things have happened. Can I order something first, though? Of course. What would you like? Can you make me a cup of chai? How the frick do I make chai? Tea? How do you make chai out of... It's a tea of spices. Expensive spices. Cinnamon. Those are the only spices I have. I like it too. I made this before. It's fine. I like chai too. It's nice. 1 cup of masala chai for the lady with electric tastes. What is Boo doing? Thank you. It's delicious. I'm here to check out social media. I told my wife that she needs to embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. I'm taking an essay day, an easy day, because self-care is important. Don't forget to rest too once in a while. Good night. You took Rachel's advice. Thank you. It's delicious. You're welcome. So, you were saying? Oh, right. It's just, I've been busy working on my game. I see. How's it going? She's an indie game developer. It's pretty difficult, but I'll manage. I'm glad to hear that. How's the contract you've been talking about the other day going? Oh, that. I rejected it, of course. There's no saving it, really. Which is a shame. I really like their games. But with all the shady requirements they had, I can tell they look down on us small developers. The scary thing is, if I hadn't known what I know now, It's just because they were a publisher I loved a lot, I would have overlooked all that. It's understandable though. You trusted them not to take advantage of you. Well, it would be fair for the both of us, right? Because in the end of the day, it's business. But I don't know. Yeah. Actually, I tried negotiating with them because I wondered if they still had good faith left. Don't tell Myrtle, okay? Okay. But as I expected, it really didn't go anywhere. Instead, they insisted they're doing me a favor because I'm just a small developer. And I wasn't thinking rationally or in business terms. Oof. Doesn't sound like good faith to me. Right? Considering the unfair conditions they expected me to accept, they could have at least been polite about it. I doubt they care, though. Yeah. Aside, Myrtle is coming here soon. Great! So you two made up already? Yes. We apologized to each other. Nice. I know I was probably being a little confused. I didn't give any context to the situation very well. But she made it clear she understood why I was anxious. She apologized for assuming. That really helped. Now she's helping me speed up development. I'm glad to hear that. I've talked more today than I have in the entire week. Hey. Hi, Myrtle. We were just talking about you. Okay. Nothing too terrible, I hope. You're fine. Don't worry. Only all the good stuff. Anyway, sorry, Maddie. I won't be ordering anything today. I have my mic stuck in my hair. My headphone was stuck in my hair. Alright, anyway, not the point. The point is, try not to be too loud. I don't want the stream to be too loud, but I'm going into the yellow. I could probably just lower that down. Will that help? Does that help? Yep. Okay. Why am I changing my settings midstream? Anyway, sorry, Maddie, I won't be ordering today. Why? I am on auto. We don't have time. We have an expo sale to go to, right? Oh, you're right. Expo sale. We're all hunting new parts for my PC. It's been a bit slow lately. A bit? She's joking. It's pretty much on its death throes. What? If we're going, we're gonna build you a whole setup. But if you want parts, I can give you mine. But at this point, I'm not sure it'll be of any help, to be honest with you. Yeah. No, you're right. It's time to move forward and be with the productivity. I've been putting off upgrades for a while now, so it's really time to get a better setup. That's the spirit. Go big or go home. Sorry, Maddie. Seems like we have to go now. Thank you for the drink. I'll see you later. Yeah, take care. Safe trip and good luck to you and finish the tea. What is Boo doing? My family's dog is here right now. Let's see. I guess I'll go over today's checklist. Hendry! And Mr. Gala. Oh, hello, gentlemen. Yeah, I'm gonna look for a bit. Alright, thank you. I won't have any commands. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you for looking. Hey, Maddie. Maddie! Nice to see you here, Hendry. How's it going? Good, good, good. I see you're doing good too. As usual. What do you want to drink, Henry? It's on me. No, no, no. That won't do. Well, let's talk about bills later. So, who will it be? You first. You sure? Okie dokie. I'll have one SMG. I forgot already. It's... Nope. It's this. Ginger honey.
Milk ginger honey, milk ginger honey, and an egg on top. Ba da ba da ba da ba. One STMG coming up.
It smells so nice. Why did my voice do that? Spot on. Thanks, Maddie. You're very welcome. Why do I feel like his personality changed? How about you, sir? Oh, it's my turn. Something with ginger, please. Anything else with that? Oh, what would you recommend? Anything from your new tea line is fine. Oh, I see you have a new selection. Yes, we have blue pea and hibiscus tea available. Hibiscus, huh? You should try Thai Rosalina. Pretty good for this kind of weather. Sounds familiar. Is ginger sleep with rosebuds? Another name for hibiscus. Anything else in it? Well, it's a bit sweet. Interesting. I'll try it then. I made that before, I think. Yep. Hibiscus, ginger, honey.
Yeah.
A piping cup of Te Jahe Rosanina for you. Thanks. My foot is asleep. What do you think, Hendry? Does it look any good? Oh. Looks about right. Smells good too. Try it. Yep, it's good. Glad I passed your impromptu test. So what's been going on? Did I miss anything? Something happened, didn't it? You can say that. I think the officer is coming too, by the way. Alright. As for me, I'm just glad my fury is over. Are you okay though? I'm fine, as you can see. Glad. How are you managing it, Hendry? Did you get your checkup? I did. Rachel pestered me to get it done all week, so I had to do it. Good. There's no doubt I need to slow down. I can feel it in my bones. Time is a harsh mistress, as they say. Ain't that the truth? Is Boo dying? But I don't think you get to complain, though. Why not? You know my body isn't what my body isn't what it's used to anymore. I mean, compared to my prime 50 years ago. I'm kidding. The truth is, my body doesn't hold well when I'm transformed anymore. Oh, is that so? Yep. The soreness doesn't go away as quick as it used to. It's hard to get up in the morning after that. Like today. Well, I know the feeling all too well, especially in this kind of weather. Oh? It's like my body knows that the storm is gonna get worse. No weather forecast can match the accuracy of my joints. Well, lucky for you, ginger is great for sore muscles. Yep. Is that Officer JJ?
Oh my god, it is.
I have to give him contact information. Hey folks, the man of the hour. Hiya, Georgie. I don't even know how to say that name correctly. JJ. Maddie, what I missed? Some very important weather talk. That's so. Sounds like I missed a ton then. How are you? How am I? If you're talking about my case, well, I don't even know where to begin with. Hendry, you know nothing about what I'm gonna say, right? No? What are we talking about? Maddie, you should have primed him before I got here. My bad. In my defense, I didn't know you were coming until Mr. Gala mentioned it. Excuses. I'll help explain it to Hendry. In short, there's been a string of car vandalism nearby. He's been trying to figure out if the trees... Oh my god, he's a cat. The tree's been gone, have anything to do with the case. And that's where we are now. Yep, that's about it. That's a lot to take in. Anything new happened since? Well, I tried something. I set a few candles where the tree was. I used my lighter and things happened. Mind backing up a bit? I feel like there's a lot of context missing here. Well, I'm warning you. Everything I'm about to tell you is real. It sounds a little crazy, but no, I haven't lost it yet. Got it? Loud and clear. I told Maddie about my lighter a while ago. How it might be connected to the ferry market we talked about before. Really? In what way? The lighter was my grandpa's, and there's a chance he bought it from there. Ah, interesting. Yeah, what a coincidence, eh? Now it does it. I think he is cursed. Anyways, my daughter likes this sort of mystery stuff, right? After talking to her about what's been going on, she believed my lighter is a key to making sense of it all. And gave me some pointers. So, I went back there last night, to the spot, you know, where the tree used to be. I lit a few candles there, put the lighter right in the middle of it. To be honest, I'll be honest, it was spooky as heck. The air was still, I felt tension in my head, wasn't sure if it was just me being creeped out or there was something else going on. Whether it was, I thought I should leave it alone. So I pulled my gun and went the heck out of there. Did you forget to grab your lighter? Then what happened? It blew up. What? What do you mean what? The lighter, it just blew up. Well, what do you mean blew up? Yeah, I think we definitely need more context here. Well, I didn't see it because I was walking towards my car, you see, but I heard it. was like a little swoosh, followed by a couple of clink clinks. Huh? What kind of sound is that? You know, the sound of something small metallic blowing up. Wouldn't bang work better? Nope, that's a shot. Wouldn't want to confuse y'all with any of that. But what is that? I can't even say it. You know. So. And then what happened? Right, okay. I immediately looked back to see it had fallen over with its lid open. The flame was burning white. Wow. Ain't gonna lie to y'all, I freak out. But before I can do anything, two small figures emerged from the corner, walking towards a lighter. Did they see you? Yeah, they did. They inspected my lighter while I was just standing there, and asked me straight up, "Is this lighter yours, guy?" I said, "Yeah." I fired a question back. "Are you the ones who've been messing with the cars around here lately?" And they said yes. Well, sounds like the case is closed. So, they weren't ghosts. Heck no, thank goodness for that. Then who were they? Who are they? Let's just say they were close friends of the deceased. They're part of the fairy folk, but I didn't expect them at all. Do you know them? Kinda. In fact, they own the gnome noms near my place. Oh wow. Did they know it was your car then? Nope, because I only order takeout. I usually walk there. Is there a reason of all vandalism then? It all started because of a broken promise. I have to start all the way back for that. I remember why the tree was there in the first place, right? Yeah, tragic hit and run. At the time, the court ruled practically let the driver off the hook because of the DUI charge, outside the DUI charge. Well, it sparked a huge protest. Good! As a response to it, the mayor at the time gave his word to the victim's family. He promised to keep the tree as a landmark for the community, and the vow kept well after his tenure was over, but he died a few years ago, and we know recently what happened to the tree. I see. So it was their attempt to keep the memory alive, not just for their friend, but as a remembrance of the injustice as well. And after the urban renewals the city has gone through, it makes sense that the community that used to be there is gone by now. That's right. There used to be a lot of veteran housing and low-rise apartments in that area. It's filled with never-ending projects. You okay? Oh yeah. Sorry. There's something that bothers me a bit. Like what? Their unique disposal after they pass. It bothers me that their own memories are insignificant to ensure their existence, and by failing to remember, we outside party will gradually lose track of their existence. It doesn't feel right to me. I get what you mean. My family's talking in the background. The odd exposure of the existence. But apparently that's why they keep animals. The noms owners told me that they have a large mastiff living in their place. Others even take care of multiple animals at once. Interesting. I suppose that's why some folks prefer living near the wilderness, but animals don't live long either, right? But the erasure starts happening when they're completely forgotten, right? Something like that, yeah. I guess. I'm not sure. Right, okay. But doesn't that normally happen anyway? How do we pay respects to remember someone who died a long time ago? Like our ancestors, for example. It's our call, isn't it? Every April, Rachel and I visit my wife's grave. We used to visit her grandparents' graves too when my wife was still alive. If our extended family was visiting, they'd join us. We clean their gravestones, bring food, have a feast while catching up. Us honor the dead. I know other cultures have their own ways too. Right. I truly think continuing the tradition is something we do for ourselves though, to remember the deceased and all the reasons they matter to us. So, except for the weird erased memory part, it sounds on par to me. The efforts of the living to remember the dead anyway. You're right. Unless you believe in life and after death, memories are for us, not for the dead. Exactly. We're gonna have to ignore my family in the background. It would be great if we could all remember and help each other, because keeping track of all sorts of history is a team effort. The best way to look is to gain wisdom to learn from the past, whether it's bad or good. Yeah. Speaking of the noms owners though, what happened to them after that? Oh right, did you arrest them? Nope. Huh? Are you gonna let them go? Not necessarily. But I got an idea of what I have to do. Right now, I'm just happy there's no ghosts involved. Still, that was truly something else. Yeah. What a night it must have been. It is what it is. What's up, big guy? What's on your mind? No, nothing. It's a shame of that light of yours, though. Oh yeah, it's probably busted, right? That's the thing. It works just fine. Not even a scratch. Really? But the thing blew up, didn't it? Like, heck, we even baited the sound effects and everything. As I said, it still works fine. So I don't know what else to tell you. I see. You wanna know what I think? No. It's haunted. No, it's not. The thing is definitely haunted. What are you talking about? The white flame is a bit unnatural, I agree. I remember how you kept forgetting your lighter here. Hey now, that man is allowed to forget stuff when he gets older, no? As for the blowing up, it's probably a well-timed bad chemical reaction or something. The thing is real old after all. If that's the case, you might want to stop carrying it around. At any rate, I believe you now, officer. There's no such thing as coincidence, indeed. We're not helping him in any sort of way. I think it's a ghost, though. Shut it, Henry. Shush. Any case, mystery solved. For now, at least. Now, we got people. Oh no, I think I have to go now. I just realized I missed multiple messages earlier because I was so engrossed in your story. Sorry to rush off. I'll see you again next time. Sure. Safe trip. Nice seeing you again, Henry. Take care. Why am I making him sound so upbeat? I didn't do that last time. My God, my uncle. I'm gonna fight my uncle. Let me move over there. You know, all this talk made me thirsty. You want anything? I'm good. One espresso from me, please. Espresso, espresso. I have to give him a card. I gotta remember that. I gotta give someone something. Frick! Shoot! Dang it! I have to. I have to give it a hi, don't I? Hi's not here. I'm forgetting things. I'm forgetting things. I forgot things. I have to do things. Load game, load game, load game, load game. You. Yes. Go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I forgot things. I forgot so many things. I had to do things. Okay. It's fine. 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 I'll just speed run. Speed run. It's fine. It's completely okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I have to give the wedding invitation. I forgot about the wedding invitation. Why could I forget about the wedding invitation? That's important. That sounds important. It seems important. It's very important. What am I doing? Please. Speed run. Please. Please. Grant me this mercy. Grant me this mercy. Okay, so what do you want again? You wanted a Thai, ginger, cinnamon. Please, 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 por favor, por favor, por favor. I said that weird. Por favor, please, please, please. Why can I not speed through the random pauses? And these, I just need to get to my spot, please. Please, I want to finish this game, this stream. Please, Kura! Please, please, grant me this mercy. Please. Please. Please, let me. Please, please, please. No. No. Okay, 1 SMG, so you want milk, ginger, honey. Yes, milk, ginger, honey. Oh my gosh, please, 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 please. Oh my god, please, 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 please. Hibiscus. Ginger, honey. Oh. My mother called for me. Louis was fretting. Yeah, for Hyde. Oh, the day is real soon. Can you pass along to him since I'm not sure when he'll be here? Okay, sure. Thank you. Popping hot for you. Alright, speed through. Speed, 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 speed. Please! My brother came in to tell me we're eating soon. My brother took sugar. I'm sad. But she needs to walk. She's been asleep for the entire day. Please let me continue. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Alright, 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 alright. My family talks loud, at least my uncle does. My uncle talks loud. Oh my gosh, he's a pastor for a reason, I think. I'm realizing this, connecting the dots. Connecting the dots. Connecting the dots. Dots, dots, dots are connected, dots are connected, dots are connected, dots, dots, dots are connected, dots are connected, dots are connected. I'm freaking out. I gotta finish this. We're gonna eat soon. I gotta finish it. The stream. Please. Please! Alright, give him the contact information. Give this, that, proceed. What is it? Miss Riona's number. She asked me to give it to you. She said she can help you find someone if you need it. Or if you need a mission from her. I see. Well, I'm sure it'll come in handy. Thank you. Here's your espresso, officer. Thanks. Great as always. So what's next, officer? What's your plan after this? Other than talking to him? I guess I'll focus on the rumors. Rumors about the cars being messed up around here. It's kind of expected though, isn't it? Not to the point of adding citizens' worries that their case is pretty much over, and I don't want bad press to paint over the area's history. You're right. It's nothing like rumors. Without being stopped, they just pile out of control. I have a question for you though. What do you prefer? Wild rumors or bad press? That's a tough one. There's no limit to what wild rumors can become or how far they'll go, but the press can shape a story, report it, and make others believe it is true. Both are worrying in their own ways. Fair point. What if we combine them? A rumor, truth, and press. If somehow we combine them, I think I have a plan. A crazy one, but a plan nonetheless. Maybe you can also add to it. Oh? Sure. I'll take a while to explain though. Well, I'll be here all night. I got time. Alright then. Brace yourselves, folks. It's gonna be a doozy. Oh, thank you. I got things to do. Ooh, Dreaming Blue. I made that, I think. Alright, anyway. Vegan food is on the rise. Gnome diet popular among young adults. Okay. Generation Z really wants an independent survey. I was about the high weapon. Okay. Cool. I love this. Maddie! Miss Rachel. Oops. Sorry. I'm just really excited. I've done it, Maddie. Congratulations. Done what? The music I'm making with AJ. Told you about it last time, remember? Oh yeah, you did. I remember it. Yeah, I brought it with me. Check it out, will you? Really? Okay. Are we sure we can play it? What about NDAs and stuff? Come on, you silly. We're the only ones here anyway. I'll be fine. I mean, the direct options already changed a lot, so... Oh, never mind that. Let's just play it, quick. What do you think? I was inspired by the drink you gave me. Sweetheart latte, wasn't it? That's right. You compose the melodies with Army, yeah. Army. Like, I know with the name Sweetheart Latte you expect something a little bit more fun sounding, right? But hearing how you made the drink reminded me of something. Like Love's New Beginning or thinking about your crush. the sourness of anxiety and the sweetness of a promise. There's a lot of steps to keep a delicate balance going until you get to the point where you decide to confess. I think I see where you're coming from this. Yeah, like the drink, right? It needs the perfect balance of ingredients and temperature to mix properly, doesn't it? Or it could curdle, yeah. It's really interesting to take on the name. One thing I'm wondering about though. What is it? If it was supposed to be your new single, wouldn't people expect your voice in it? I know, but I'm planning something. You'll see. How are you, by the way, Maddie? Just fine. Business as usual. Wait, I almost forgot. Did Dad come here last night, Andrew? Yes, he did. He wanted to meet up with Mr. Gala, actually. Okay, that's good to know. Why do you ask? He didn't reply to my text last night. I was wondering what he was doing. I see. Do you two not see each other often? What do you mean? I just saw him this morning. We still live under the same roof, after all. Oh, what a surprise. I thought you'd been raring to move out by the time you turned 21. Well, you're not wrong in thinking that, but Dad's getting older, you know? He's becoming forgetful too, so we're a little bit worried. Understandable. Besides, we don't really have anyone else, you know? None of our extended family even lives in the States. So as much as he's been a nag my whole life, I feel like I should watch over him for now. Right. Hello, welcome. Riona! Good evening to you, Miss Riona. Hey, Riona. Fancy meeting you. Ah. Hello. How are you? Sorry, just a second. Rachel! Rachel! Rachel's here. Give some love to Rachel. Huh. Is she alright? I'm not sure. Well, I just get a drink first. Alright, what would you like? I'll have a cup of milk, please. Okay, one milk for the lady. Give some love to Rachel and her new short hair. Yeah. Here you go. Cup of warm milk. Thank you. What's up? Oh, nothing. I just remembered something. But nothing special, so don't worry about it. Miss, are you alright? No. I think I'm set. What's wrong? What the frick was that? That's right, Riona. What's wrong? Oh, she's crying. I've been doing a lot. Thinking. About what? Does she have tears in her eyes? About my situation. Have you felt like you've been doing something your whole life? Might have been a mistake. Makes you think that, miss? My apologies. Oh, I know that feeling. My apologies. I don't mean to be so dramatic. Would you two mind listening to my scattered thoughts? Of course. Let it all out. Miss Rachel's right. Feel free. After listening to the experience you and Mr. Lucas had, among my conversation with Maddie and the regulars of this shop, I've gradually realized over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about many things. Huh? And what makes it more troubling is it is likely that my ignorance was on purpose? Ignorance on purpose? What do you mean? Oh, she's crying. Oh no, baby. Miss Rachel, the position you hold today is a result of your efforts and tenacity. You honed your talent, but you did not shrink from taking risks in order to succeed. Your knowledge of the industry enabled you to successfully something. I greatly respect your ability to do so. Mr. Lucas also, although I do not fully understand his content, he is successful enough that people are earn a living through his work. I'm aware that requires a great amount of courage and flexibility. To put it simply, I feel ashamed of myself. I may have become too comfortable with the status quo to point out that I no longer strive to improve my situation. Are you really, though? I mean, you've been trying your best, right? I've been trying, yes, but I've been trying my best. That's debatable. And my intentional ignorance. I'm simply afraid. Afraid? I understand I only have a small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. I understand it's due to my lack of network and the industry's expectations, along with my lack of higher education and a simple fact of what I am. I truly fine with all that, I really am, because all the pain I've already familiar with. And Perhaps somewhere in the deepest depths of my heart, I'm having to face unfamiliar rejections again. Having to get used to new pain all over again. It might be, just might be... Oh, honey. Oh, honey, no. Might be difficult. Yes. I apologize for all this ruckus. I didn't mean to. Miss Riona, would you please allow me to make you a drink? It's on the house. But Eddie insists, right? Right? What was the pie you ate the other day? The blueberry hibiscus mint pie. Did you like it? Yes, quite a lot actually. That'll make something special just for you. Can you tell me the flavor profile? Give me a moment. The blueberry was very sweet and fresh, and the crust was buttery. The flavor was enhanced by the tartness of the hibiscus and the herbal coolness of mint. It was a very sweet blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint. What the frick do I make out of that? What the frick do I make out of that? How the frick do I don't know. What do you make about that? Do I know? No! What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Frick. Hibiscus. So. One moment. I'm finding something out. Hold on. Okay, hibiscus. Hibiscus. It's a It's blueberry. You hibiscus and mint. It's a very sweet. Oh my god. It's very okay. There's no way that's it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. It's hibiscus, sweet, and mint. Oh my god. I did it. I did it. I did it. Yeah, yeah, I did it. One pie in a cup coming up. Wow, Maddie, that's so extra. Kind of is, isn't it? But it's so pretty. Thank you. Really is. Done well, Maddie. Well done, Maddie. I am so smart. But are you really serving a warm pie filling to your customer? It's not a pie filling. Absolutely make food cardinals with honey. And I just happen to have a blueberry one on hand. Sure. Not pie filling, trust me. It's not. It's nice. Thank you. You're very welcome. I am so smart. I am so smart. How did I do that? What's up with my stream? I did something. I did something. What did I do? To be honest, I drink pie filling. Doesn't sound bad, considering depending on which pie you're getting. Right now, I'm rethinking my true motivations for doing all of this. What pie filling would you think of drinking? The driving force behind everything I've done up until this point. Well, what was it? Huh? Your driving force? Before you started questioning it. I wish to break free from the shackles of prejudice, whatever it's society or my own. Not only for myself, but also for my kind. I see. But it doesn't have to be in the opera, does it? Pardon? According to the goal, has to be reached in a lot of ways. I love blueberry or cherry pie. I've never tried any of those. I've tried apple pie. I'd probably try apple pie filling. Reaching that goal can be done in a lot of ways, like politics. Huh, you're not wrong, but it's just an example, geez. I admit, being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people over, but it's not what you want to do anyway. My heart trembles for the opera. That's why I wish to pursue it, as long as I'm able. However, I believe it's also time for me to consider expanding my horizons. I simply do not wish to be trapped in my own fear forever. Although I do regret my one-track-minded efforts might have been in vain. I do not think everything you've done so far is in vain, though. I always believe in sincere efforts, but never mind that. What are you going to do now? I'm not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas's offer. Lucas? He's an influencer who's been coming here recently. What does that name ring a bell? Oh, wait! No, not closely, but I think we follow each other in Toma Chill. Beer me making waffles, as you should. Have fun. I'll be waiting. If it's even the same Lucas, I mean. What's the offer for? I was offered a spot in his new show. While he's still unsure in the format, he aims to elevate underrated talents, to showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. I see. So what if you rejected his offer? Call him, huh? Or text him. Tell him you change your mind. What's the worst that can happen? People are allowed to change their minds. If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? I'm not sure it'll be his loss necessarily. Shh, shh. Just do it. Text him. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He responded. What'd he say? He texted me to stay here because he's coming over soon. Huh. Huh. Does he live, like, nearby or something? No, not really. But it does seem he has some things to do around here. I see. What a great coincidence. That means you can clear up things in person. You're right. Thank you for giving me the courage, Miss Rachel. Just call me Rachel, will you? Alright. Although I regret my one-track mindset, I cannot say it was entirely detrimental of my life, as a habit formed of my time of living in commune. Commune? We banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world. Each of us tend to have a specific role in the commune, and we all work together as one. Like gears in a machine. Interesting. I did not know that. But you left the commune, right? Yes. Was it difficult? No, because we're not in a cult. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. The commune is a defense mechanism from a distant past. And it's the reason why we don't see about banshees around us, because many still choose to remain in the commune. Right. The world still isn't kind to us. However, we are aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to the outside world. It is just the reason I learned how to drive. You must be fond of driving. I am. It's like having a mobile fortress, which is why I find driving calming. Even in traffic. Well, a mobile fortress, huh? Never thought of cars that way. It's interesting. When you said everyone had a specific role, what do you mean by that? I'm sorry, I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well, we don't have Banshee Culture Center anywhere. Time to start one then. Perhaps it's best if I use a specific example, such as my mother's role. Her role is to trade, an event that we use to increase our supply or sell our products, or simply just needing someone negotiating. That's my mother who would do the job. She must travel to the nearest city or town in order to exchange goods, and she'd be our representative when other communities need to discuss things with us. Right. Everyone's work is equal weight. One is in charge of food and drink, other is in charge of our laundry, other is responsible to set up a schedule and organize collection of goods. So, like, each role has one bearer at a time? No, sometimes there's two or more, depending on the power needed. It's all a balance. I see. Interesting. Does your mom still fulfill her role to this day? Yes. Although, there's times I wish she could retire. Uh-oh. Why? She's doing a good job at it. With it. But the role has truly changed her. Oh. She has to endure years of autonomy. She has to negotiate everyone's way out of trouble or simply defend the commune. It's such a heavy burden. Hi, bud. It is, but she refuses to accept any help offered to her. Why? Because it has become her identity, I think. Oh, you're here? Yeah, hi lady. I'm starting to wonder when you were going to say something. I like to introduce myself. I want to hear the story. Fine by me. It is truly as Mr. Lucas said. I thought we already passed about the formal stuff in my room. Well, you still call her lady. But she is. Shh, the lady is speaking. Whoops. Okay, sorry. It is, as Lucas said, our discussion has led to some conclusion for me as well. My mother's protective instinct to turn into an angry source of pride. Oh, while she performs her role really well, her anger often gets the best of her. Things are calmer than our commune. I'm thankful for that, but unfortunately, the damage has already been done. Right. That's why I understand she's so angry too. If your mom has dealt with haters all her life, and you were pretty much the front seat for all that, oof, tough. I guess I can relate in some ways. The culture is quite strict, nowhere near as rigid as yours. We're heavily stereotyped as being very mid, like mediocre in some ways aside from being cute and pretty. Although, don't get me wrong, I am cute, but it makes me wonder, how much of our survival instincts turn into bad stereotypes? Things have changed for everyone, which means we've changed from our terrible prejudice decades ago, right? So why are there still some of us stuck in outdated and bad perceptions? Actually, that's exactly why. Life is complicated, and change is hard. Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right? And there are billions of living beings in this world. That's why many folks choose to reduce their worlds to a size they can handle, all based on their priorities, of course. I mean, it's no different from how everyone chooses content to consume. Yeah, and sadly, different culture is probably the last thing that most beings mind. Unless you're being vast interested in it, then that's a different story. That makes sense. We need to survive. I understand that. However, I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. For now, the principles we hold, all of it has an impact on others. It's one way or another. Right. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, by the way, did Pops contact you, lady? Like, about the tree? Oh, he did, but what tree? It's a long story. Sure, keep your smelling secrets. No, this is perfect. You should listen too. The more exposure he gets, the better. Oh, you're gonna tell me? From the very beginning. But before I forget, lady, do you have something to say to me? Like you test me and all. Oh yeah. Go on, Riona. Say it. Oh. So, about your show. Yep, you're in, right? Are you still unsure about the format? Well, I'm still trying to put everything in order on paper, so kind of. Like, I know I want to get the podcast, deep dive, and a showcase, but I'm still trying to figure out the best way to fit it all nicely. Once I'm done, I'll let you know for sure. Are you planning to show anyway? What do you think it'll help the guests? Oh, curious, aren't we? Basically, I want to uncover stuff that's interesting and unrelated from all around the city. And beyond if it takes off, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Nah, scratch that. I know it'll take off. That's some confidence you have there. Even though you're not sure what the format will be? Tut. I know. I may not know exactly what format yet, but all the elements need to be locked and loaded already. Really? What are they? Well, there's already so much content out there, right? And you cannot deny that today's audience gets bored easily, too. If something doesn't appeal to them immediately, they just click away. Besides, how to keep them engaged and stick to us, you ask? Well, from my experience, you need to be roughly 5 things down to keep the show going. First thing is the format itself, which, ironically, is the only thing I don't have yet. Anyway, proper format has good consistency, must show is cut, or the format flows. As much as I don't want to, I'm gonna have to end stream. I have a party to attend. So, Maddie, thank you so much for joining. Kuro, thank you so much for keeping me cozy throughout the stream. I'm so sorry for leaving when you are making waffles, Maddie. But I stream every Saturday, and I may be streaming early next week because I don't have anything to do next week besides finals. So, I hope you can catch me then. I will be posting it on the Discords that I'm in, so be sure to check those. And I do believe this is where I'm ending stream off. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. Bye bye!